Puros Compas.
What's good? What's good? What's good? My boy Bardo, El Bardo's here with me today.
Yes, sir. What's up, compa? What's going on?
Aquí andamos con Puros Compas. Saludo para todos los compas que están sintonizando. Today we have a very, very good friend of ours.
That's the guy right there.
Bro, this guy, I'm going to start dropping hints. And so people can kind of start seeing who it is. And I'll drop the first one. He loves meat cheese fries from Aurora.
Yes, cheese meat fries, compa.
Oh,
cheese
shit.
meat fries. Yo,
Cheese
come
meat.
on.
Hey,
cheese meat fries.
You should know.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, you should have known. Jesse
I shouldn't know.
You're gonna drop the
It's Jesse Grandote. Thanks, fucking Bard.
Hey, you shouldn't have packed that fucking bowl so fucking.
Wow.
Here's the first one, bro.
This
that
is like
shit.
our fifth take, guys.
Yeah,
Just
Yes,
so you know.
sir.
Take
It's
it,
all
like,
good.
oh,
Look, we're
man.
here. We're here with the man himself.
Oh man, Jesse Grandote's here. We're fucking excited because we also started thinking like, who the fuck are we gonna start getting on here? We had Fry, and we were for sure gonna have Jesse. So Jesse, what's good, man?
What's up, man? I like what Bardo likes to call me, Jesse de la Grande.
Jesse de la Grande.
It's because, hey,
is
Well,
the
actually,
other-
word around town.
It depends, right? It depends where Jesse's at and what
Where
time
you're
it
at.
is.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
If
time
it's
of
3 a.m., it's fucking de la Grande.
night. When the sun goes out, they
Yes,
say the freaks
sir.
come out at night.
But you have to say it like that, de la Grande.
De la
Grande.
Grande.
No, de la Grande. No.
It's funny because that name, it was actually a typo for Michelada
Yeah, I
Fest, right?
remember that.
And, But it sounded so cool, and we went with it, you know?
That's really-
Like,
Oh man,
Yeah,
was that the first Michelada
That was the first
Fest?
Michelada.
Yes, man, such a
but
badass
when
event.
they
Whoa.
said Jesse de la Grande, I'm like, that
Yeah,
sounds
fucking
nice.
works.
Yeah.
That works too.
That works too.
Bro, I'm fucking happy that you're here with us today. Ahora sí que this is, like we had explained before, it's a little bit like El Guacpad, but we're also going to go into like other stuff, you know, more of a, I don't want to say current stuff, but more of a, you know, like little village talk and just,
I'm scared
little
because
bit of everything.
whenever you guys get
Curie
together,
Condor days.
It's a no holds bar here.
damn,
It's a no holds bar.
uncensored.
No. We're gonna get a little bit into everything, compa, here at
Para que no le dé pena. So drink up.
I'm drinking up right
Yeah.
now
Those
because
up.
I know you guys have good questions.
Jesse's
And you guys
drinking
like to dig in deep, pero I want to know some of the clues that you were gonna say before Bardo.
Yeah, I screwed that up. Well, that was already like the third, fourth take. I was just like, man, I just want to get into it.
Cheese fries.
Meat
Those
cheese
are-
fries. It's cheese
I was like,
meat.
micheladas? Nah. Yes.
The other one was going to be, he's known also as Jesse de la Grande.
Jesse de la Grande.
Well, I
Yeah.
fucked
Fucking-
up, guys.
he's also
but-
known as Smear back in the day. If you were
Yes.
fucking hanging out with him at 14.
the guy.
I'm actually
himself,
like, you know, when that came out, like I'm kind of a little bit embarrassed, you know.
Wait, it came out
That
that,
name.
yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, like now or back then?
No.
Oh, okay. Back then you thought it was cool.
But I thought it was cool.
I still
Okay.
think it's
Yeah.
cool. I dug it.
So why were you a little
bro?
embarrassed? by
Nah, it just is like, damn, why'd I choose that? You know? But,
that? Why did you choose that?
well, for the people that didn't, listen to the Walk Pod, it's more like it was a tagging name. It was
Yeah.
a tagging name back in the day.
But is there a reason why you picked that particular
Well,
name?
I mean, it was just how people would identify me. It was just kind of like a given. Like, okay, I'm tagging Smear, DJ Smear. Just put the damn name. But it just, my plans were never to do, música en español, música. My plan was just to do house music. Aquel entonces, juke was
Shit,
the
house music, bro.
The ghetto house music. It wasn't even called juke, Some people would just call it ghetto house. And I was known as the ghetto house DJ.
Right.
So
Badass.
my plan wasn't to be Jesse de la Grande or Jesse Grandote until later on, a couple years after that. Where
Yeah. So it was kind of just more like that's your tagging name. It became your DJ name.
Yeah.
But when you became a tagger, Why did you go with smear?
Oh my God, I was fucking drawing. I would just smear everything. Like
Ah,
I would draw something, y lo embarraba.
Yes.
You know, I was
and then
just
you
That's like
spelled it
great-
just
yeah, lo
S-M-E-A-R?
embarraba todo.
Bien el embarrado.
El embarrado.
Which is
that- I would-
smear, right?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
El smear.
And some people call me DJ
Shit.
Embarrado.
Yes.
yeah.
That's
So
fucking badass.
Today, what are we smoking, Bart, before I forget? Or what are you
man.
smoking?
Well, over here.
Sorry,
I
Jesse,
got-
this is kind of what we do.
because
Yeah,
it looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
a college that is.
Yeah. No,
on the-
I fucking love this jar. This is a fucking Columbia Care, and it's a little bit of Gelato 33, number
Yeah.
1.
We forgot. Every time before we start the show, or right in the beginning, we also say what we're smoking.
What you smoking?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm smoking some Gorilla Glue.
Yes, that shit's
Yeah.
good, compa. I
It's
can
good.
smell that shit when you lit that shit up. Woo. That's
Gorilla
good
Glue is
shit.
always really, really good.
Gorilla
Wedding
Glue
cake
is a
good.
huge
Yeah, yeah.
fucking
one of my
huge-
favorites.
yeah.
But you know, I was talking to one of my guys because I was telling him that every time we do like one of these sessions, like my high is like
Did
I
you
get
do
a
you get contact high, bro? For real?
yeah
Yeah, you
Neta.
could say,
Yeah.
you could tell, bro, compa.
Yeah.
I think like
I think I'm just too high to even notice.
No, the
No,
one that I
I never
got,
even asked
the
you, right?
one that I got really fucking contact high. And I don't think I even told because I know one episode I took about 2-3 hits.
Really? Right?
Yeah.
Maybe one of the first episodes? Or do you remember?
Probably one of the first
Leave it at that.
episodes. I was taking a couple hits, but that contact high is right like instantly. Vanguardia's episode was we were
felt it.
hotboxing that bitch, bro.
yeah. I think you could tell, and from the video, fucking, because I always
You
watch,
could tell
I always
Jesse,
watch it.
all right, Jesse's
yeah,
high
yeah,
now.
yeah. You
No,
could
I
tell.
was
And,
super
I mean, I've known Jesse for a little bit now, and I've seen Jesse when he gets lit, when anything's possible. I've seen that Jesse too,
Wow. Yeah.
and I've seen normal Jesse, pero you could definitely tell when the contact hits him, and that shit's badass. What better than that to not even have to smoke and be able to get high? I wish I got contact.
It was a good high. It was a good high, but I get that hangover high the next day. I get a
What the
really
fuck?
hangover.
You
So
know
I
how
was
you
talking
cure-
to
you
one
were
of my
telling me
guys.
about this, yeah.
You cure weed hangovers the same way you cure drunk hangovers. Nigga.
That's what
Smoke
I did.
again.
Bro. El próximo día me eché un carne en su jugo, bro.
Oh
Bien
shit!
picoso.
I was just talking about smoking, but yeah, eating too.
Yeah.
Eating
Fuck
works
yeah.
definitely.
No, but somebody was telling me. I was telling him, he's a big, pot smoker, and he was like, "Hey, wait, it's like." He was telling me that there's degrees in weed, so he's like, you just gotta lower your THC. It's like an alcohol content.
Yeah.
So there's like grades, right?
Yeah, well, there's percentage of
Well,
THC.
on the dispensary medical. I mean, they give you the facts.
Yeah,
way. They give you the facts.
You're able to
of
pick
what-
from the menu.
Yeah.
So what's
you're
your
buying off the
what's your
street,
number?
you don't
What's your
know what
number
you're
that you like to
smoking.
be?
I like to be in the upper 20s to the lower 30s.
Yeah, yeah. He said you're big into OGs, right, compa?
Yeah,
like OGs because
OGs, I'm a
OGs
sativa
too
guy,
much
of
for me.
course.
OGs are too
I'll
much
do,
for me.
I'll do anything, bro. Honestly, like as long as that fucking percentage is up there, like all right, I'll take that one. Oh, sir, but it's, I don't give a
that's how you
fuck
shot
what it is.
it? 20, 30,
Yeah.
30, 33.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be like I'm petty where it's like 29.8 versus 29.7. Nah, give me the 0.8. bro. It's cool. I'll pay $20
Has more. Has more.
So, compa, Jesse, do you know the difference? You know, sativa, indica, sativa,
yes.
upper,
Uppers, downers.
indica. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm an upper guy.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Tagging
But-
days, did you smoke?
Sativa,
But-
sativa.
huh?
Tagging days, did you smoke?
Yeah, I smoked a lot.
You
I
did?
smoked a lot.
Okay.
But that was just skunk shit. That what
Back when
whatever
Jay
you
was
could
in the
get.
neighborhood
We
stuff,
were
yeah.
never educated. It's like whoever you knew. Hey,
Pinche
give me that.
ramas y
That weed-
semillas.
that
Yeah.
weed,
Huh?
that-
I remember
shit.
cleaning that weed. Like
Yeah.
you're like, at the end of the day, you buy an ounce and it's fucking like 3/4 of it is fucking branches.
Branches. I'm like, man, what is this oregano? Those fucking twigs and with thyme and all this shit. You had to weed it all out, man. But
Bro,
yeah,
so-
I remember rolling up. Like I would always roll up in the
Damn.
train station right there on Pulaski.
Orange Land?
The orange
which one,
line.
yeah?
That's where we used to all hang
Well, you're at
out.
Curie.
Yeah.
Is that Curie days though?
Yeah, those
Okay,
Curie
high
days.
school you were smoking it.
Yeah, we're smoking hard, man.
What made you go to fucking Curie?
So it's crazy, man, because the main reason I didn't go. So if you didn't know, I lived right in front of Farragut High School.
And that's a like a
That's deep in the hood.
that's in the hood. So the high school was a rough
So
high
it's-
school to
it's
be
a
in, a lot
neighborhood
of
high school
gang
and-
activity.
Oh yeah.
It's a neighborhood high school that had a badass soccer team and a badass auto mechanic shop. But that's it. Everybody,
Oh, shit.
everybody
Hey,
went to that school, came out as a mechanic or a soccer player, right? Or a game banger.
Or game banger.
or a game banger.
Yeah, okay,
But, hey,
shit.
with the
Hey, and
soccer
what
team,
hood?
did they have all the shags? That was like part of the uniform, right?
Hey, Rojas used to have a little ponytail.
Is it predominantly one gang or is there everything? How does it?
It's
How is
one
it
gang,
there?
one gang
it's predominantly
predominantly.
one
So
gang.
if you
So
they
if you
found
weren't with
out-
them, you were fucked.
Yeah.
So if they found out you live outside their limits,
Across
outside
a
the
certain
hood, bro,
street, yeah.
Man, see that's no mames, just because that's crazy.
So-
That's Chicago for you. The streets and all that shit.
Oh,
they matter. O sea,
So what I didn't like about it is like first I didn't want people to know where the fuck I live. You know, if I was gonna go to high school across the street, they're gonna be like, "Oh, Jesse lives there."
Let's party.
Or fuck his shit up. It could go either way.
I lived right in front of the high school too.
So that was one of the things they had. Then they had uniforms. You had to wear black pants, white shirts. And I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck
I remember that. Oh, Curie didn't?
No, Curie didn't have. So that was another enticing thing.
And then, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off there, but did Curie also have open campus?
We had open
Damn,
campus.
you were one
So-
of the very few motherfucking high
So
schools, too.
what ended up happening is like outside lunch, we used to just go out and just fucking.
man.
That's why there's a lot of little restaurants around
That's
there.
badass.
So we used to go to Rico Benny's,
Rico
and then
Benny's.
it was crazy because we had our class, but
That's-
whenever we would go all the way to, we only had 30 minutes,
Okay.
30, 40 minutes. But when you wanted to treat yourself, you would go to the Burger King on 55th and Pulaski,
Okay.
or you would go to the Wendy's on Archer and Lockwood.
Damn.
But I had my dad's van.
Oh, so you
I was
drive
back
out
that
there.
bitch up like,
Riding,
hey,
15 people deep.
So everybody was in agreement. Like, yo, we cutting the next class.
Yeah, you're gonna take 2 periods.
We're gonna take 2 periods because
yeah.
we're gonna
Little
treat
feast.
ourselves, and by the time we get back, fuck this class. So I see la hacíamos like once a week.
That's funny.
I treated myself a lot in high school.
Yeah, like that?
So
like every day.
and there was times when we never went back to school because of the open
Man.
campus.
Yeah, that too.
So 4th, 5th period, we're fucking out at 1 o'clock and shit, just fucking painting, going to somebody's house, drinking Boone's Farms, and just fucking smoking weed. That's all we were doing.
Tagging.
Yes.
Tagging up the CTAs.
When I didn't have my dad's van, we would we'd jump on the orange line, and we would just go
ver.
to the loop.
Deja algo memoria. So, just so I could be really cool with shouting out Chicago here. So would you walk it to Kedzie to catch the Kedzie bus?
I would. This is the crazy part. 'cause
Yeah, here we go.
You couldn't. I would take a Kedzie bus on 23rd and Kedzie.
Okay.
But ideally, you could get off on Archer and take another bus and drops you off in the school.
Correct.
But yo me iba derecho to the train station.
To the orange line.
To the orange line.
Just past Archer.
It was like 48th and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kedzie. Llegaba allí. I'll fucking tag the fucking windows.
Damn.
We had a little etcher. We had a little, we had all
Sandpaper.
these markers and
Fucking
everything.
sandpaper for the little
And then
windows.
there was a point where we had, I had my little kit. I had a little bag. It was markers. And it was like, we had like little labels and shit.
Yeah, the little stickers. Hi, my name is.
And then the label, boom, just slap it. I remember one time we got on, yo me fui hasta Midway because I was just chilling. I didn't want to go to school, so I went to the end of the line, and then that train stops for a minute, and it goes back the same way. So nomás te quedas sentado because it just
On the orange line.
on the orange line.
Da vuelta nada más.
No da vuelta. It just goes to the end of the line, and then that same train just goes in reverse.
Yeah.
Right, just on the other side, right? So I'm just sitting there, and then some people get on. You could tell they're oblivious because they have their luggage. Y ya me vieron bien así ganguero and shit, right? So they're all close. It's a couple. They're all oblivious. And then I remember I went up to them like, "Hey, how you doing?" I like, "Oh, you guys aren't from here?" They're like, "No, we're from out of town. We're visiting Chicago." Saco mi pinche marker and I start tagging my name in front of them. I tagged in front of them. Hey, así, bien descarado. And then the Pulaski stop came. I'm like, "Welcome to Chicago." And I just got off.
Wow. How about that one?
That's
Bart?
dope. That's dope. That's some
Gangsta.
gangsta Chicago tagger shit.
Shit. Gotta show them the inner city, bro.
Ooh, yes.
Welcome to the Shy.
Welcome to the
Oh
Shy.
man, yeah, that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to Farragut, man. Just for those reasons, and I was trying to pursue. I already knew that I wanted to pursue a radio career, and they had, well, going into Curios, you had to choose a major right off the back.
shit,
Once
that's
you,
dope,
once
that's
you
dope.
got accepted, you had to choose a major of what you wanted to study. And I'm like, shit, I don't know what I want to be. And then it clicked that they had a TV radio program. I'm like, fuck,
Communications or whatever.
sign me up.
Yeah.
By the time I was a junior, I was already going to college and getting
badass.
college credits because I would leave like fourth period, and then I would go take radio classes at one of the city colleges here in the city. And
Nice.
they had their own radio station. That was pretty cool, man. I got a lot of good experience. Got to network up with a lot of people then.
That was early on too,
That
man.
was early on, bro.
So
This
those
is-
are those good years where time is of essence right there.
This is 98, 99, por ahí.
Yes.
Yeah.
98, 99.
I was like in
Are you
That's a long
like
time
in
ago.
first, second
are you
grade.
channeling back right now?
I'm trying to, okay, 98, 99. That's when I first graduated high school.
Yeah.
I graduated in 97. Bad.
But you coming out of high school, what did you do right away? Like did you take a break? Like how?
Oh, out of high school?
Yeah.
No, I went straight to school. So when I figured out that I was too kind of like, honestly, like too paisa en lo que es la palabra, like ignorant, like not knowing, I thought Rockford was far. Rockford University had offered me a scholarship.
Yeah.
And then Kendall College had offered me a scholarship. And I decided not to go to Evanston, to Kendall, and not to go to Rockford for the simple being that I thought it was too far away because I didn't really know where the fuck it was at, to be honest. It's going to sound dumb, but it sounded far.
Yeah.
And I kinda-
Oh, 63rd was far. Like once you heard, oh, vivo por el Indio. What?
Or
Oh,
Fort
that's
City, you're like,
far.
holy shit,
That's
Fort
far.
City. Yeah. Well, that was me, way.
Yeah.
That was me. We would go to Odium and Villa Park, and I'd just be like in awe. Like, what the fuck? That's how fucking much they just kept us on 23rd in California.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I get it, bro, because
Yeah.
I remember vividly like bits and pieces when I was young. There was I don't know if you remember this, but I used to always look out the window when I was young and shit. I wasn't able to touch the radio and shit when we were in the car with my family. But every time we would go to the 290, if you're going out the city, before you get to First Avenue, there was like a little casita and there was raindrops painted on it. It's by the cemetery. But every time I would pass there, dude, I knew we were going to Cermak Pool.
Oh, shit.
Remember Cermak Pool? It was like on First Avenue and
I remember hearing about it. I've never been.
You never been there?
No.
My dad used to love taking us to Cermak Pool, bro. And that was a spot. So he would go two ways. He would take the 290 or he'll go all down Ogden. And man, talking about this, it makes me fucking sound so fucking super old. But back in the day, by like you would pass Austin and Ogden,
Okay.
there were some hot dog joints that had fucking giant. There was a giant fucking sculpture with a motherfucker holding a hot dog, and it was passing Ogden. Once you saw that fucking sculpture, shit, we're going to Cermak Pool. He can't fool me. We don't go this way because this is the only fucking. That's the only reason why. This is our only business to be over
Only
here is
here,
to go
yeah.
to fucking Cermak Pool. And sure enough, bro, we show up to the fucking pool and.
Jesse
But I
would
remember
fucking-
those little fucking sculptures. Ya no están allí. But yeah, those big ass giants. I'm like, oh shit.
It's
But
cra-
yeah,
it-
but
it-
talking about boundaries, wait, no
It's
salías.
crazy, yeah. Growing up, I mean, I don't speak for all of little villagers, right? But for me, it was, hearing that somebody lived in Aurora, like El Bardo does, and being that I go to fucking Aurora, like it's like whatever, obviously for me. But back then it was like, oh no, es que mi, you know, some guy from my dad's rancho, no, pues es que Miguel, pues vive en Aurora. No mames, se fue hasta allá el hijo de la chingada. Like it was just like,
No, and it was like Suburbio. Viven en Suburbio.
Yeah, well, I guess it's pretty cool that I live all my life in Aurora, but I had family here in the fucking Cicero, right behind Aguascalientes. They've lived there all
Yeah.
my fucking life. So we've always came out here. We had family in Plano. We had, you know,
So
we would go out.
was it vice
you know?
versa for you guys? Like coming from the suburb, like, hey, we're gonna go to Cicero, way, be on high alert.
Yeah.
chingones.
My cousins would say, "Hey, don't fucking wear.
Don't wear these colors.
About the colors, man. That was
I see.
fair. You couldn't wear
Dude,
it. Fucking,
I was talking about this with my
That was
cousin
everywhere.
the other night. My cousin George, he had a fucking Crown Vic, nigga, big ass fucking Crown Vic that was all beat up. It was like 7 different colors, you know. When I remember him, like when we would go somewhere, hey, we gotta go down 26th Street, and he would like, give me my sombrero, and he would put on his fucking sombrero, nigga, because that's just, o sea,
that's like what is that universal rule? Like, he's cool.
Like,
yeah,
he's-
oh
like,
shit,
he's not-
yeah, bro,
he's
and I
not,
remember that,
He
bro.
doesn't
Like,
pose a
he's not a
threat.
gangbanger.
and
He's
not a
I was
gangbanger.
young, and I would just be like, oh shit, like, I mean, I would always go everywhere, so I spent I knew Cicero or that part of Cicero, you know, for all my life, and I've gone to Plano. We had family everywhere, you know, so we would go out here and there.
I believe
so.
Bart, man. When we were at the old office, he got spooked. You got spooked. They took him out to the
Spooked a
alley.
Nah, pero.
They took him out to the alley and he got spooked as fuck.
Nah, you were more spooked than me, compa.
I
You
was
were
not
holding the door open, compa.
I was holding the door open so I can close it on them.
Yeah, pretty much. Nah, we
bro.
went outside to fucking.
Man, we got to tour my own stomping ground, bro. You'll shit your pants.
Yeah.
Do you ever fucking go back there?
I go back. You know,
Not that it's like, go back there, right?
23rd
But I mean, it's,
23rd and Christiana.
I mean,
bro.
do you have family there still or no?
I get like little melancholy sometimes. You know, think about my mom a lot. So I go back to the block.
Yeah.
There's actually still some people that still live
That
on the
still
block.
live.
Of
And,
course.
I say
That's
what's
it.
up
That's
to
crazy, yeah.
the guy who taught me how to DJ. Still lives on that block.
nice.
That's dope.
The same place where I learned how to DJ, still fucking there, bro.
Damn,
It's
that's
like,
dope.
god damn. So yeah, you know, sometimes I go drive by the house, and I'm like, man, they probably think I'm a fucking creep and shit, just being in front of the house and shit. But yeah, I still sometimes go back.
So when you're going to Curie, you fucking already know. So that's pretty important that you already know that you kind of know what direction you want to go in. By then, were you already doing the this is freshman year, you're already doing like a little bit of the house parties?
Oh,
and shit like
yeah.
that? Okay, so
Oh,
you had
yeah.
already been doing that.
Bro, I
That's why
remember-
you already knew this is what I want to kind of do.
With Ghetto House.
I remember
Yes.
because I would borrow the guy who taught me how to DJ. I would borrow his equipment.
Turntables.
Turntables,
The turntables?
speakers. We started. He started with like a boombox from a car, güey.
Yeah.
Y con un pinche car amp. Y ahí conectábamos todo, and then we would have the
That's
mixer
nuts, man.
and the turntables. Y así hacía las fiestas. There was sometimes I would do daytimes, bro, and it got raided. And the cops was like, yo, if you don't leave right now, I'm going to confiscate all this. And I was like, it's not mine. It's not mine.
Wow.
Like, hold on. Just let me disconnect. Let me throw it in my dad's van and I'll be out. You know, and there was sometimes those daytimes. Man, it was funny because I bumped into somebody who was getting married a couple years ago. And I remember doing like a daytime at her house. And she was getting married, and she's like, hey, I want you to DJ for my wedding. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, you know. She's like, let's reminisce of old times. I'm like, hell yeah. She's like, but I want you to charge me the same rate you charged me at the daytime. I'm like, hell no.
They're like fucking 24 pack and shit.
Bro, I remember I was charging like $75, bro. $75
For a party.
For a party.
Yeah.
For a party.
As many hours as it would
Then
go.
yeah, and then when I started getting a little known, like people are like $150 a party, $150 a party,
Yeah.
and it's like that was my rate, and everybody's like, that is bien caro.
You already Jesse Grandote at that
No,
time?
I'm still DJ
Smear.
Smear. at
DJ
that time,
Smear.
bro. I'm still-
Yes.
Jesse
When he had Jesse
Grandote
Grandote, then he started charging what, $500 an hour?
Well, That's when I got to AMG. You know?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
No, Jesse Grandote started like in 2004, 2005. That's when I started working for Univision. And I didn't want to be DJ Smear, you know. I didn't want to be DJ Smear because I was already doing Spanish music at that point. I was doing a little bit of both. I was juggling everything. And it was pretty fun, man. It was pretty fun because I had a 9 to 5, and it's just crazy how things happen in life. I had a 9 to 5. People don't know this, but I got fired from my job.
This prior to the radio.
Prior to the radio.
So this in between.
So this is
just you
coming out of
DJing
high school. Coming out of high school, I had a girlfriend, and she hooked me up with an office job.
Right after. high school.
Right after.
So you didn't do a college thing right away.
I did it not right away. Not right away. So what ended up happening, I was like, let me make some money. Let me build up my bank account. Let me do this. Because me estaban prometiendo un chingo de cosas. You know, like, she's like, I can make you manager once you graduate high school. I'm like, fuck yeah. She was older. So yeah. You know, this office job, she already knew the ins and outs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck yeah.
You were hooked up.
So I became manager, and I was managing all these little offices and everything. Pero luego entró una vieja, and she really didn't like me, and she fired me on the spot.
Yes.
So I'm like,
You're too big. Get out.
No, it was one of those, she had a mentality of, like, I'm going to clear house and put in my people.
Yeah.
So, I was unemployed for about, I want to say, about 6 months. And I was just living off of DJ money. But
you're only 18, 19.
Yeah, about 18, 19, 20, por ahí.
Okay.
And then that's when I tried to go to school, I was really, like, I had a lot of pride because a lot of people are like, oh, you know, mommy and papi, I got mommy, papi money. I'm like, no, I want my own money. So I struggled, bro, because I had bought it was a used car, but it was a brand new car for me, right? I bought a nice car. I had bought a Pontiac Grand Am, bro.
Yes.
And I thought it was a shit because it had rims, it had everything. And, bro, I missed a couple payments because I couldn't make it, bro. I was very irresponsible with my money because you would go party or you would there were some times they're like, hey, bro, sorry, bro, I can't pay you. They're like, what do you mean you can't pay me? Like, all right, whatever. So I got my car repoed. Yeah.
But more than anything, I think that's that young generation in us, right? Like the responsibility part.
Just party.
Uno ni sabe qué
Vámonos,
pedo.
vámonos.
My car looks cool. I don't care.
Yeah. And you don't even know, like, you don't learn how to budget and all that shit. So my car got repoed. Fuck. I thought I was like, fuck. They stole my car. And I called 911. They stole my car. Where? 2030 Christiana. These are the plates. Sir, you got repoed.
Wow.
I was like, man, I got
Do you still remember that?
Yeah, I still remember that, bro. Wow. And it just sucked because I felt like I was kind of down. And one of my guys worked for Univision, which he worked on the TV side. And he said, hey, bro, they're looking for drivers to drive the radio station trucks. He's like, try to get in and, you know, work your way up. He's like, fuck yeah, just get me in the door. Aunque esté limpiando los pinches pisos, but just let me get in. Once they hear my voice, bro, they're gonna love me.
That's badass. You didn't even go in straight to the.
No, I didn't go straight.
You just wanted your foot in the door.
Yeah, and that's what happened, bro. That's what happened. And sure enough, it was like 3 months. I was driving trucks. I was making good money with them. There was a shitload of overtime.
Yes.
So
OT.
I was kind of on call.
So that was still like what, 20?
This is 2021. Yeah.
That's dope.
And then right there, they're just like, yo, we like I would talk because again, radio DJs, the people on their personalities, they're really irresponsible too. So sometimes you'll be in a control remoto Y no llega el pinche güey.
So, hey, back then, who was the top?
The top radio personality.
Yeah, at the radio. What station were you working?
I was with Univision. At that time, I was working for 4 radio stations. So it was La Que Buena. It was La Tremenda. There was a pop station called Viva back then.
Okay.
And then there was just another like romantic music station. It changed so many names. But
So
it was
you
4
would go and
radio
try
stations.
for all of them
So I
kind
was
of
just
thing.
working for all of them. Y no llegaban, bro. No llegaban. So they'll be like, yo, we got to be on the air right now. And they're like, you go on the air. And you're like, back to you. Because, people don't know this, but everything in radio is timed and it has to be precise. You have your 10 seconds, your 15 seconds, your 30 seconds, and your 60 seconds. So, los control remotos, they're 30 seconds, güey. You got to say all this fucking shit in 30 seconds. And people pay for that. So they're like, yo, you got to hurry up. Got to speak faster. So you're like, whatever.
Damn, so that's literally how you fucking te aventaron al pinche
Me
partido.
aventaron the fucking...
But throughout all this time, you were kind of like letting them know that you wanted to do this though?
No, it didn't.
So they just said, fuck it, you.
They just said, hey,
Hey, you. What are you doing?
Fucking driver,
Yeah.
get over here. Get out of that.
Well,
get out of
it's
that
because
truck.
people wouldn't show up. So they're like, we're taking Jesse because we know that guy's not going to show up because
But
that's
I'm saying
that's
they
my
knew
plan
you were a
B.
DJ.
They knew I was a DJ. They liked my voice. But one time the big boss heard me on the air.
Oh, okay, and they said, "Man, that guy."
And
got
that triggered a phone call one time. And he's like, hey, I need for you to come in. Why? What'd I do? I thought I was fired. Because you never get called. You never get called to the office at 4:00 in the afternoon. So I got called, and the big boss, he was a general manager. He's like, read this piece of paper. And I'm like, damn. He's like, put in a radio voice. I'm like, okay. And
So there you already knew, all right, I'm not in trouble.
I'm not in trouble. So what I didn't know was that I was auditioning in front of the big boss. And he's like, step outside I read what was in the paper, stepped out for like 5 minutes. And he's like, what you're going to do right now is you're going to go inside the studio. You're going to record 3 sheets of papers. And we're launching a radio station tomorrow. And you're going to be the official voice.
Damn.
You're like, oh,
Damn. That's fucking.
so
badass.
that's when La Calle is born in Chicago.
Okay.
The reggaeton station.
Holy shit.
Hey, so you were the first, the official.
That was the official voice of La
of
Calle.
La Calle. I remember La Calle. La Calle was dope. La Calle was dope.
So for the ones who still remember, it's funny because they're like,
that is dope. I didn't fucking know.
You didn't know that?
That's dope. Fucking
I
La
was the
Calle,
guy.
papa. Right. That's
I
what
worked
they
with one
say.
of my guys, and he's like, anyway, it's going to be called La Calle, and there was 2 frequencies. So he's like, pero lo necesito con huevos. And I'm like, fuck, all right. So I'm like, prepping the voice. And I'm like, La Calle, 103.1 y 93.5. And it was just like, boom.
Yes.
Mark's like, "Woo."
Yes.
So
That's
then
fucking
after that,
badass.
it was like, I kid you not, it was like 5 o'clock. We recorded till like 7, 8 o'clock. And the guy's like, you can't leave because we're going live at midnight. And I'm in the hallway, like, I'm hearing my voice back and forth because the producer was working on the spot. Like, he was creating all the commercials, all the tags, everything. Like, when
As soon as
they
you were
say-
recording.
he was creating a radio station in front of my eyes.
Wow, that's fucking dope, dude.
So they're going back and forth. And I remember that drive home, bro, because it was 12:05. I'm driving home, and I tune into the radio station, and I hear my voice on the radio,
On the
bro.
radio station.
Yeah, I
And
was
just
like-
before that, how long were you
3 months.
there for? 3 months.
I was there,
driving a truck. But that's what I'm saying. Like literally from one day to another, you went.
So in 3 months later,
3
from
months
when you
later.
started technically driving.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
yeah, but then I'm saying that this happened from one day to the next. You went in
it
there.
happened when I was.
Hey,
it went
come here,
from
read this fucking
next
paper.
day.
And then the next day you have a fucking. They start like I.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
Crazy.
unemployed for about 6 months. Like I said, I got a call, and then like some guy called me back. He's like, "Hey, meet this guy at this place at this time." And I show up to a fucking parking lot, like a parking garage, and I show up. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, "You Jesse?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I thought I was doing a fucking drug deal, bro.
Damn.
2 fucking guys in a white van. I'm like,
Trench
oh shit,
coats.
these motherfuckers are gonna kidnap me. They give me a fucking badge and a fucking and a Nextel. Back then we were using Nextels a lot. Beep, beep.
Yeah, the church.
They're like, you hear this chirp, you answer this phone. Like, fuck, verga, okay. And back then those fucking Nextels were like bricks. Right?
Yeah,
So
the first was the big
Yeah, and I
motherfuckers.
had-
They were
I
still
had-
just construction damn near. You
I
know?
had my fucking my leather case
Case?
with my
Ah,
flip
yes.
phone, and then I had
Yes.
the Nextel. See, you chingon 2 phones.
This was in what? 2001?
2004.
2004. Nextel phones.
Yeah, güey. So then after that, yeah, bro, shit popped off.
And you're 20 years old at this point?
Nah,
21?
I'm like 22.
22.
22. But
Damn.
Wow, 22 years old, and you're the fucking voice of a brand new poppin' radio station because that shit blew up. I remember that.
yeah,
2000. I'm fucking 14 years old at that time, but I remember that because
Because it was kind of the
Because-
first.
it was hot.
reggaeton, when it came out, it hit.
Yeah.
It hit. And I used to go to my barber now, he's still my barber. Shout out to Big Boss,
Yeet.
Lewis Big Boss Barbershop, A-Town shit.
You
And
gotta go over there.
they're Puerto Rican way.
Okay.
They're Puerto Rican, and
That's all
that's all they listen to. And when that came out, well, we're already kind of into reggaeton, and that shit was just dope. I mean, we would jam the shit out of it.
I always wanted to know like the most underground. I was always the underdog guy.
That's dope.
So like, no, you gotta listen to Hector y Tito, Ivy Queen, and I'm like, so when they would pop out, I was like, oh shit.
You have mixes from back then?
Huh?
Do you have mixes from back then still?
Yeah, I still I
Bust
found
those
some,
out. Bust those out. I went there. That's a little trip down memory lane right there. Some
Yeah.
shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was crazy because then what was crazy is that I used to hang out with a lot of sonideros, you know,
Okay.
back then before radio. And then when I started with the radio, mind you, I'm doing radio, and then my nightlife is doing clubs, doing
Where were you
private
clubbing at
parties.
back then? Way?
Huh?
What were you clubbing at back then?
I was clubbing personally like at Club PM.
Okay.
I was going to, there was other places called like Teeny Martini, just Northside stuff. But then people would go like to Lalo's. I met a lot of people at La Quinta de los Reyes. So I was a DJ there when it first opened.
Yeah.
I was one of the DJs, but I had liked to party at this place called Studio 63.
yeah.
And that place, bro, if you knew Studio, it was a 4 a.m. spot. And that was the
Yes.
only place that would close till 4 a.m. So everywhere around you would close at 1 o'clock. And that was your nightcap spot. So
Yeah.
mucha gente se iba para allá. And Wednesday nights was Noches Latinas. And it was pretty cool because on a Wednesday night, it's kind of midweek, so you bump into industry people like bartenders, meseras, meseros.
Well, back in that day, there was a night called Industry Night.
Yeah.
At the clubs.
Right. So that
Y
was
se
kind of
ponía
like
bien.
their industry.
That was their weekend.
Yeah, that was their
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
So they
Middle of
would
the
go
week.
party.
Middle of the
Wednesday.
week. Yeah.
Wednesday
That's
they
dope.
would go party. They would like to go dancing. Like I bumped into so many people from the industry, and
And same thing, same timeline. This is you at La Calle and doing studios, 22-ish,
And,
23-ish.
so I go to this nightclub and I bump into this DJ, who the resident DJ, and he's like, hey, and I told him, I would always I was always hanging around with like family. I remember my cousin would always hype me up. You know who he is? you know who he is? And I'm like, stop, bro. Like, I wasn't used to like the quote unquote fame. Because, you know, they're like, oh, he's that voice from the radio. That's him. That's him. And I kind of, it was cool because I knew he was proud of me. But at the same time, me molestaba. Because I'm like, I just want to be.
You just want to chill.
I'm Jesse.
You just want to be Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it was for me in the beginning with Bart, too, man. You know who this guy is? What do you mean? You're going to charge me for them tacos?
My man. Compa was pretty
Bro,
cool.
to veer off a little bit, there's a lot of fucking people in the radio industry that fucking think they're God, bro.
Yeah.
And you would go into an Atotonico and they're like, what do you mean you're charging me?
Yeah.
I'm this person.
I'm the guy that does your fucking commercial.
Yeah. They're like, we don't fucking buy radio time. No, but they're like, how can you not know who the fuck I am? Ooh. And you're charging me these tacos like that. I'm like, damn, nigga, like, fucking just pay me your tacos, bro.
That's Atotonico.
Oh man,
bro?
No, that's how I found.
63. You were there for a good.
I was there for 6 years, but the resident DJ gave me a spot. He's like, "You're a DJ?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Come next week. Let me check you out." I did a set.
That, if you don't mind
his name is DJ Frausto. He's still out there right now. And shout out to Ponch.
The DJ world. This is the DJ.
DJ Frausto. Okay. And he was really good friends with DJ Montano. Yeah. All of them. So that's how I met him. I met Montano. I was doing a lot of stuff with him in collaboration. And I was telling him, get me on La Ley.
He was on La Ley.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask. Montano was the La Ley guy, right?
So then we had a fallout. Montano and myself had a really big fallout. So being on La Que Buena was kind of like vengeance because he was still on La Ley. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Well, I mean, we're fast forwarding this to like 2010.
Yeah.
But he came on board, bro. And I saw him on the fucking hallways. I'm like, this fucking guy. And I remember getting in a meeting with my boss. And he's like, hey, ustedes no se van a pelear. You guys are coworkers now. I'm like, fucking shit. Fuck you, nigger. That's all I gotta say. Nah, we kissed and made up, you know? Because in the long run, I got to learn how that you don't burn your bridges with.
Nah.
You don't burn your bridges at all. And a lot of people, maybe you just don't think at that time, but it was a bridge that got me to where I'm at right now. And I'm thankful for it, but he did do me dirty though.
Yeah.
You know, so, but those are the instances we talked about a long time ago in the podcast where, in the Walk Pod, where we got fucked over with money, got fucked over with time, with everything, man. So
those are just they're learning experiences,
life lessons.
Yeah, I bet you didn't happen a second time.
Oh hell no,
with anyone else, even
right.
Like because you just learn from them.
Right,
you didn't lose. You lost some physical shit that day, but
yeah.
But you know, in the heat of the moment, pues sí, güey, o sea, no, it's hard to take it.
Yeah, man. It back then, we're gonna. If you want to know what,
let it ride.
Like the fallout was. Back then, you used to carry CD cases. You know, there was no computers. You weren't DJing with computers yet, and you had your fucking 306 CD case. Yes. Had a big pouch. And I was never organized. So every time I would use a CD, I would pile them up. And then later on, when I would get home, I'll just put them back where I knew they would go so I could find it later on, right? But when you're a DJ that kind of starts the night, you kind of want to put mixes. You don't want to use all your energy. So I had pre-mix some mixes because I always had time. And that's what I did during the week. I would practice. I would press record. And it was funny because these were the days where CD burning was starting, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so having one of those CD decks that looked like a fucking VCR, but it was burning into a CD. So I had one of those. I'm like, fuck yeah. So, and then that's when people started burning CDs. And I would do a lot of mixes. So what I would do is I would play a pre-mix because it was still me mixing, but I just didn't want to waste my time, go through CDs. It's like a warm-up. When you open up a night, you put a pre-mix 10, 15 minutes. Well, some of those CDs went missing. Well, one night I'm listening to the radio, to Lale, and guess whose mix comes up? But with another DJ's name.
Damn.
And I was like, if this sounds like my mix, if this song comes in after this one, no, my mix. This is my fucking mix.
Wow.
And at this time, I wasn't working for the radio station. Remember, I told you I was unemployed. I got repoed, and this was the time that I was doing some clubs. So I was doing good, but I was trying to get known. So for somebody to use my work at a platform that I wanted to be in, and somebody else get credit,
Montano was already big. He was already on the radio, and you weren't yet.
Right. But he was using my work for his credit.
This is while you were driving though, or no?
Yeah, I was driving.
Okay.
So I called them. I said, "What the fuck am I listening to right now, bro? What the fuck are you doing? Like, that I want to be on the radio. How come you don't give me credit?" He's like, "Vete a la verga."
Wow.
So I was like, man, fuck you. All right, so I quit everything. And that's when I started working for myself. And
Shit.
being a little bit more possessive about things, a little careful about things, and yeah, man. And then at this time I'm doing studio, and then like a year. No. Like I was doing studio, then we were doing the radio station. I was doing all these clubs. Man, bro, I could tell you so many. You can name one back in the day. I probably did it once.
Clubs.
Yeah, like the clubs, like here in Chicago.
That's badass.
And it was fun. It was nice adrenaline rush because you come in, cut the line. I'm the DJ. Oh, you're the DJ? They would just see you with a bag with your CD case.
Your headphones.
Oh, come on in. And sure enough, they would escort us. Man, there was this place. They treated me like a king, bro. And every time I would go to this club, I would walk in, y me recibían con una botella de Hennessy. Like, así, like, here's your table. Hey, Jess, here's your bottle. Like, whatever you need.
I bet you would have so much fun there.
I'm like, what?
Because I've seen you. I've seen how you act there.
Huh?
Where was that at?
It was called the Buzz Bomb.
Oh, the Buzz Bomb.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah. That place was in a perfect spot because it was so secluded.
Is that right here on 73rd? Or
Third, yeah. Where all the factories were, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, y me gustaba ir, güey. Shout out to DJ Flip.
Oh, shit, he was on there?
He was the resident DJ, bro.
Oh, shit, fucking Flip, hell yeah.
Yeah, he was the one who put me on, and we would go there so much, man. It was just like...
Of course you would. They had a bottle for you every time you showed up. Who wouldn't go?
Flip's badass, man.
No, I mean, you take it for granted because it's just like, man, they showed so much... I don't want to say respect, but they treated me like a king, and not that other places don't.
No,
It's just love.
But
That's love.
But it's love, because you understand that other clubs, they got to make their money.
Yeah,
They don't all do it.
They don't all do it.
Some can't do it, or you
Right.
know, the person that you're cool with doesn't necessarily mean he's a fucking guy in charge. You know,
Right.
And they can't all do it, and they don't all do it, and the guys
And
that
I don't
do it.
expect it. I don't expect it
And
to
when-
go
when
anywhere.
somebody like Flip, I mean-
Disclaimer.
When they do it, it's like, oh shit.
badass.
But you are against the. I seen your recently with Saxenio. You are against the banquet halls that don't serve.
Oh,
To the
fuck
bands
yeah,
slash DJs.
man. Oh, fuck
was
yeah.
that like just because they're the ones performing, they can't
'cause
get served?
Because
You're
you're-
technically working.
No
you're not a guest.
mames.
You're not a guest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
You're a contractor.
I know. Jesse would always sneak in his little drink down in his cup though, because that's Jesse.
Yeah.
I would love it, bro. Jesse would show up to the hills, you know, and he was like,
His little
"Here, taste
backpack.
this,
Taste this. Taste this. Take a sip.
And I
Take a
already
sip.
knew
He's
that.
the only guy in the whole banquet hall with a red cup.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, now he would, you know, he has his fucking
my
his
little
Yeti
coffee
and
mug.
shit.
My little
Yeah.
Pero, pues no mames. I knew with that one little drink that I was gonna take, que me iba a prender because that was a hard ass drink. It was like taking a full drink, you know, like a whole cup. Pero for Jesse, it was just a little swig.
No appetizer.
A little appetizer. No mames.
Yeah.
One little swig was for me like taking a drink.
And
Oh,
that was just
shit.
to start to get me to the
Yeah,
hills,
yeah.
into
Well, and-
A-Town,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Oh man.
And I mean, obviously, as a DJ, as a musician, I bet you being lit, but you're gonna get into your
your element. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of fears that go into it. For me, I still to this day get nervous.
And that's something I wanted to touch. I mean, I have it on in my memory that I wanted to touch that because I think that it's and you brought it up, so I'm gonna fucking go with it. I think that it's very important to talk about lo que se siente tener bastantes like. Okay, so I'm gonna rewind it very quick. I don't want to go back and forth. But when I first met Jesse, business wise, you know, it was a time where we were very energetic and we wanted to do shit and we had that boom, let's do the BBU, let's fucking run with it, do it. And he never seemed to me like somebody who had problems being in front of a camera or being behind the mic even. And very soon did I realize once we started doing the guac pod on a weekly basis, my compadre Fry would tell me like, hey, you know what? Did you know Jesse's like very nervous guy? Like he's just very, very nervous. I'm like, no, he's not nervous. That's fucking Jesse, el grandote. Like he's not.
Yeah.
That was my thing, right? My assumption. And then, pues, little by little, and I want you to talk about how you deal with your, I don't know what to call it, like little panic attacks / nervous attacks / fucking
Anxiety attack.
Anxiety.
How long have you been working with Aguacate, Jesse?
Since 2015.
2015.
So 5
Okay,
years.
so it wasn't too much before we started coming around, right? Because that's about
Probably
5
like a
year,
year,
compa.
Like a little.
okay.
Like a year
that
later.
because I know you were already working with.
Well, we
with,
were working before. I wasn't officially AMG because we were working El Rey. Like I remember,
Okay.
like 2012,
So-
2013.
When we did Bailes, it was kind of automatic. It's gonna be Jesse.
Gonna be Jesse.
And honestly,
Okay.
remember it was Jesse and Eddie were team.
yes.
For us, that was
I
our
mean,
tandem.
technically, you guys were working, but you guys weren't. Jesse wasn't part of
Correct.
Aguacate yet.
Correct.
Till 2015.
Correct.
Okay.
About
okay, badass. And that's about the time we started coming. I mean, I feel like we came as when I'm saying we, I'm saying Puro Compa. When I started coming around, Carlos and the
Right.
guys, everybody from Aguacate. Aguacate was musically with the bands they had going on. They were so strong. It was a badass environment to be a part of.
was heavy hitters. They were heavy hitters.
And I think that's something that a lot of people have to. It's not just in music, I guess in everything, bro. A team, you kind of need a team, bro. You need a team.
that was the vision because we wanted to do like a 360 marketing. That's kind of what when I came in, and the idea that when we talked about was like, all right, you're gonna deal with music, you're gonna deal with Jesse Grandote as an artist, but we want to do commercials, we want to do videos, video commercials, and
Yeah.
all that stuff, and we were doing it. We're knocking them out of the park, bro. And
We the whole his voice, like we wanted to now we gotta get his voice.
Voice drops. I remember.
It's just it's a very difficult market to begin with, güey. Porque es como todo. Everybody already has like a guy. So because Jesse was a radio guy,
yeah.
technically, I don't know what he might or might have not signed where he can't bring customers that are part of the radio to do his own commercials on the side. So it's not like, we can just pick up, customers that want to pay radio money or whatnot. It was a difficult market that we were very virgin to as Aguacate, and we told him like, hey, this is new to us. We thought about so many things at the moment to do, and we did do some. And from there, it just fucking went to like, we figuring out like, holy shit, Jesse's a nervous guy. Like,
So we used to do the guacamole mix, right?
Yes.
The guacamole mix. And
Which
it
was so badass.
Was it every day? I'm
It
sorry.
was every Thursday.
No, it was Thursday.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Every
it was
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Every Wednesday.
What was
Guac
you on
Wednesday.
Friday?
Guac
So-
Wednesday, yeah. Guac
So it was
Wednesday.
every Wednesday, but it was at 5 o'clock. And I remember
5 or 6, but algo así.
I used to get out of work about 3:30, sometimes 4 o'clock. Y del trabajo me venía para acá.
Straight to the
I would stop
office.
at the liquor store, get a bottle, Henderson,
Yes.
and start juicing.
Well, the lovely thing about the old office next to a liquor store.
Next to liquor
So
store.
sometimes
Well, I got to attend a lot of those guac pods. Well, a few of them
Yeah,
there backstage.
So
and
we would get. I would get there,
I would
and
get
there was
pretty
just a
lit with
ritual,
Jesse,
bro.
too.
And people don't know one of my rituals was to automatically take off my shirt. Just be around the office shirtless, bro.
Because he's so like nervous or that he's fucking like he's hot.
I'm
He's
literally
yeah,
hyperventilating.
yeah,
bro. Like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hyperventilating. Like no puedo respirar. Like pinche, fucking
Right,
shirt.
right, right.
Like let me take this shit off.
And to me it was like holy shit. This is not even like at a private. Later on did I figure also that when I started
happens
going to the
too.
privates where I was
It
on the
happens
Juanes, I
too.
started I was like, no mames,
hey, snap
I'm
into
like,
it, motherfucker. Were you
tranquilo,
right there?
No,
Tranquilo,
bro.
it's all good.
It got to a point where I told Carlos, "Hey, wait, you tell me al chile, way. Do I
Yeah.
fucking smell? Like if I
you were
smell
sweating, 'cause
bad,
you were
like
sweating.
I was sweating.
because he
Holy
felt like he was sweating
shit.
a lot.
So like,
Because
yo,
you were, yeah.
yeah.
the
So I'm
fear.
like, bro, just
The-
tell me.
the-
Like
the-
I'll go
the
fucking
yeah.
Walgreens really quick. Like,
shit.
yeah, bro. I just I wanted to be that guy. Like I didn't want to be like. Se me arrimaban and be like, yo, this motherfucker smells.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
the fuck? You know,
And-
being a big
and
guy,
probably
you kind
people-
of get
yeah.
your misconceptions.
And you were nervous, and probably people couldn't even notice. It's like I'm a big fucking my favorite podcast way, the Hot Boxing Podcast, Mike Tyson, and he would talk about how in all his fights way he was always scared, he was nervous, he was scared, you know.
Yeah, and that's how to this day I still am, bro. I still am to the T.
Even though you know you have it in you. That,
You know what? My mind works. I have a fucked up mind, bro. The thing is, the day
Smoke
that
some
I'm
weed.
very confident, like I'm gonna fucking knock this shit out. I got this. It's when everything goes wrong. for me.
Something
Yeah.
happens.
Everything goes wrong. Not just one thing. It's just a fucking domino effect. And you're like, But when I'm scared, like, damn, do I got plan B? Do I got a plan C? Like, what do I got? Bro,
I
check
guess I
this out.
kind
Let
of
me-
saw some.
Let me tell you what happened, bro. One of my first fucking nightmares happened. And I've been dreading this my whole fucking DJ life, bro. And it happened to me in Guanajuato, bro.
the other day,
Just recently.
just the other day.
One of my biggest fucking fears, bro. So I'm fucking in Mexico, in Guanajuato, Mexico, in medio del pinche rancho, way. There's no big city. León, Guanajuato is about 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
Estás en una ranchería, estás en una hacienda, and you're next door to an hacienda which is a hotel, and it's not a Hilton, it's just a hotel, like with 2-3 floors. I'm on my laptop, fui al mercado, I went to go get those USB musics. Allá en Mexico, donde venden
they
el
fill 'em up?
tianguis, they give you like fucking 3,000 songs for 100 pesos and shit. So I'm fucking jamming out. Oh, I like this song. I'm choosing what I'm going to play. I'm prepping for this wedding that I'm going to DJ at in Guanajuato. My fucking laptop pops up, low battery. Oh, shit, let me go to my bag. Que saco todo, güey.
You forgot your charger.
I forgot my laptop charger, bro.
Ooh.
I fucking lost it, bro. This is 2 hours before the fucking wedding. 2 hours.
What was
I
your
still
first
hadn't
move?
washed my ass
What-
yet.
Oh,
Wow.
I still needed
Well,
a
that's probably
shower.
a good
Still
thing.
needed to get
'Cause
ready.
You were probably wigging out. So
And
you were
some
gonna
way,
shower
somehow,
anyway.
I had to find a 2015 MacBook Pro
Oh
charger.
my god! Because it's by year two. Fucking Apple
Exactly. So
motherfuckers.
it's not like you could go to the fucking
Get the universal one.
Vamos al Soriana
God.
and fucking get a universal. No,
So what
you
was your
gotta
first
get an
move? What
exact
did you do?
charger.
What did you do?
I freaked out, bro. I was ready to get an Uber because I Googled and there is an Apple store in León, Guanajuato.
Oh shit!
Okay.
So I was ready, getting the Uber ready, and I I call one of my guys that was there, and I'm like, boy, Yantas. I'm like, yo, Yantas, I gotta go to Leon. I'm gonna take a shower. I gotta go to Leon. I'm gonna be hitting it close to that 4:30 mark, but I need to get this fucking charger. He's like, what kind of charger you? I got a MacBook Pro, bro. I need a charger, bro. And I'm fucking stumbling, stuttering. I just need to go now. And he's like, I got a charger, bro. Let's see if it works. La conectó, bro.
Perfect. Turned on.
De putazo. Like, oh, shit.
So you left your charger here in Chicago.
Yes.
Wow.
Bro, the wedding, I was still trembling. And there was a fucking bartender, bro. I'm like, you serving? He's like, yeah. Doble tequila. Hasta que se me calmó.
Hasta que
A las 3 de la
A
mañana.
las 3 de la mañana, bro.
Wow.
Bro,
How was that? How was that?
Sírveme de tres dedos así.
Yeah.
Digo, no, oiga, porque no son los que no sean sus dedos suyos.
¿Dedos de
Está
usted?
lleno el pinche vaso ya.
¿Dedos de usted o dedos míos? Because
Los tres dedos
that's a big
míos.
difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That was pretty
Hey, bro,
cool.
and that's how it was, bro, since like teenage years, or is this more when you started going more into like a bigger platform where you started worrying more about you?
When I was
or,
in bigger platforms,
yeah.
because
So
when I was
Smear
doing
didn't go through this.
No, it's because when you would go to daytimes, you kind of knew the people, so te valía verga.
Okay.
There was only one guy yelling culero.
Right.
But you would just tell him, shut the fuck up, bro. This shit just turned off. My amp overheated or something. But when you have 100, 200 people yelling culero, that hits different, bro.
Damn,
I
you've had that
bet.
too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Been
shit.
booed.
And there's instances where
Shit fucks up,
shit
yeah.
fucks up, but it's out of my
your
hands.
reach.
The fuse goes out at the club.
I was gonna say, I guess I've seen Jesse in some fucking little panicky mode. C Club action. You know, he always had a problem at C Club with his boy. With his boy.
My boy
So
Pablo.
you-
Shout out Pablito. Pablo C Club.
It's mutual respect
Yeah.
between
It's
Pablo and
mutual
Jesse,
respect, man.
I know because I would see it. Other
Yeah.
times they would come up to each other and say what's up, cool as fuck. And there was
Grab each other's
days.
ass.
There was days
Hey.
que los dos llegaban feeling some type of way and they wouldn't even look at each other.
Yeah.
And Jesse's over here waving his big ass arms at Pablo, and Pablo's ignoring the fuck out of him.
Checking his phone.
Playing some. Pablo would play so much bullshit. Remember when because it happened to. There was always a bit of a mix up there with the DJs at C Club, and
Like
Pablo
afterwards?
would play some bullshit. On his
He'll
fucking
play some
phone.
Industria del
He'll
Amor.
connect
Like,
to his phone.
Yeah, and the same CD for
Oh.
2 hours.
I remember one time, what was it? You're like, it was, I think, one of the first times I seen you super fucking mad. Because I think
Man,
Pablo
that's
left.
rare.
But it's
Oh,
rare.
yeah,
Pablo
yeah.
had left.
I remember.
Oh, I remember
So
that
then
shit too.
I remember you telling me, why the fuck are you playing? Because I'm waiting on Pablo and he's not by the soundboard and I ain't going to touch his shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get, screamed at.
He got
Yeah.
there fucking late, man.
Yeah, wait.
I think he was there and he left.
Yeah, he was there and then he left, and then when he came back, it was fucking late.
So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't get too mad.
Yeah. No, but you know what? It was that nervousness because, all right, the way how I work is like an ambience, a club ambience. It's loud. You're not supposed to hear people.
Oh
talking.
yeah. Of course, of course.
And there you could.
And there you could when I would play.
Yeah.
Chile, pues,
But there was times when there was one time, and I remember this one night, and I was so fucking mad at him. And I think that was one of the things that was my last straw, because it was Legado Siete there, and it was popping, bro. It was popping. And Pablo came up to me. He's like, "Hey, Legado has their own DJ. Can you use your stuff?" And I'm like, I really don't want nobody touching my equipment, but I'm going to be a team player. Fuck it. Yes. Yeah. Okay, cool. And I remember the Legado DJ came up to me, went, "What's up, bro? Hey, thanks for letting me use your stuff." "Yeah, bro, go tap in. Here's where you plug in your charger and all this stuff." He knew
No
what
doubt.
it
Yeah,
was an
yeah,
industry standard.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he knew what he was working on. I just accommodated him,
Yeah.
welcomed into the booth, and fucking Pablo
Le subió.
blasted his shit, bro. No le subió, blasted his shit where I felt it. And I'm like, I'm jamming out.
And when you were on there,
I'm jamming out, but at the same time, I'm fucking pissed. And I told them, ¿Por qué no le sube esta pincharra? You know, why doesn't he fucking put it up for me? But for this motherfucker that's a guest, he fucking goes all out. I said, fuck you. And I think
know that
that's
one.
when I fucking told you, like, hey, bro, this is my last night, bro.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah,
And I told you,
yeah,
and I had
yeah,
told
so
him,
that was-
it's nothing against you, it's nothing against
and that
the
wasn't
team.
even the first legado. I think that was like the second. Or,
Yeah, because at first they didn't bring a DJ.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just like,
I
I'm
remember.
done. I'm done. It's
I
because
remember, yeah.
it goes back to quality, and you know what kind of quality you're going to put out
Yeah.
because you're already feeding the crowd. You got to know how to read the people. And I see people happy. They're already drinking. I'm in front of a VIP, bro, so I know they're already popping bottles. They're feeling some type of way. They're getting ready to get fucking
Yes.
turned up.
Yeah.
So it's like, why am I hearing them? Why am I hearing their conversation?
Pablo was cock blocking on Jesse.
Yeah, bro. And it's just like, all right, whatever.
Vibe blocking.
And it happened. It's not the first, and it's not going to be the last time it happens because it's happened to so many festivals. So many festivals. You know, Cinco de Mayo festivals, in Joliet, a lot of festivals. It's happened because, you know, sound engineers think that you know, the stigma is that DJs are deaf. Y le van a subir.
Oh, a todo.
And they're going to blow up the speakers.
Yes.
But, you know, sometimes you bump into DJs that know, and they're going to say, hey, I'm going to keep my levels here. You work your soundboard. But I'm going to be at this level, y no le voy a mover de aquí. And that's usually how it works. But
How
that's
it
when
should
somebody
work.
knows you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking crazy.
And then in the radio way, were you ever part of like now like an inside a radio station jockey per se? Is that what they're called?
So yes,
Like-
yeah. I radio, bro. I was
All of it.
I was a jack of all trades, bro. So my main title at the radio station was producer. That was my main job. I had to produce about 60 commercials a day, and from scratch, voicing them or somebody else's voice. And then every weekend I had the mix show, which was Friday and Saturday nights.
This is
And
La
I-
Calle.
La Calle, yeah. So I had to manage about 11 DJs, and we had to put in their mixes into the system. And then on Sundays, I had a show called El Bachatazo. 'Cause I like bachata music. So it was just an hour show. It was at 6:00 on Sundays, and I would do that show. That was on La Calle, and then I didn't have a time slot per se. Que digamos, I was always that fill-in guy. Like whenever somebody can't make it, boom, I was the fill-in guy because I was already in house.
Yeah.
I was a producer. But then I got asked to be the 5:00 mix DJ on La Que Buena,
Nice.
and that was 2010, and I lasted there till 2014. So 4 years. 4
La
years.
Que Buena.
In La Que Buena.
Badass.
Excuse me. I was there for 4 years. The 5:00 DJ. So I was part of a team. I was part of that afternoon drive from 3 to 7,
Nice.
and that was cool. You know, we had a nice crew. You know, but
Did you ever become that guy on the? I know that you started driving like to the remotes. Were you the guy at the remote talking though, or no?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Did that become more of a?
that was a more often thing. Like backtracking to it, I was the traffic reporter.
Oh shit.
A La Calle.
Okay.
In the afternoons.
Yeah.
From 4 to 6, we would give a traffic report somewhere on the streets,
Nice.
and I was that guy.
You were the guy saying it.
I was the guy saying it.
Nice.
Yeah, I was doing that for a minute.
That's fucking badass.
So then I got sent to the office as a producer because they needed more people. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then that's when I got offered to be the 5 o'clock mix DJ on La Que Buena, and that's where I kind of felt like I blew up a lot more. Like, as people knowing what Jesse Grandote, who Jesse
the radio
Grandote is.
DJ guy.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock. Because obviously you would drop your name in there.
Yeah. And the promotion was there. The promotion. And I remember one time, man, like when I sent like Christmas cards to everybody, like all the neighborhoods, like all the Hispanic neighborhood houses. And I lived by like 63rd, y me llegó la carta, and I see my fucking face in one of them. Like, holy shit, that's me. And I try to be all like, I try to, when I lived over here on the south side, I didn't want nobody to know who I was. Because I wanted to live in peace. Because there was times when they found out and they would knock on the door. They're like, hey, Jesse, ¿puede dar boletos? ¿Puede dar boletos para Wisin y Yandel? ¿O puede dar boletos para el Commander? I'm like, nigga. Yeah, y de adrede, I would answer my underwear. What do you want?
No, man.
Yes, what a fucking sight.
I'll cover my eyes. Just give me some tickets, nigga.
Yes.
Nah, man, but it kind of sucks because the demise of radio. The demise of my radio. I don't want to say my radio career because it's still alive and well. It's just in a different aspect.
Yeah,
digital. You got to go with the times.
Yeah.
But the demise of commercial radio, that little phase, kind of went downhill after the death of my mom. It went downhill from there. People are relentless. They just they're cold-hearted in the business.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the radio business, and I was mourning a lot, and I missed a lot of work. I probably missed about a month.
Okay.
And when I came back, I got replaced on the 5 o'clock mix. I had a lot of clients that just didn't care. I don't care what you're going through, but is my work done? Like, oh shit, I'm not in my right mind, but I'll finish in a minute. It's like, damn, my mom just passed away, but fuck you.
Yeah.
And
what year was that?
between 2013 and 2014.
And that's when you were like,
And then you left.
And 2014, I left.
You left radio.
Well, I got let go. So,
But you didn't look into pursuing radio anymore.
I got an opportunity. I think it was 3 months later. I got an opportunity to work for El Pistolero. He was on La Ley in the mornings, so I had worked. I was his producer for about 3 months, but that was it. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, and I didn't get a lot of resources, and ultimately, they took long to pay me. So
it was tough.
It was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got paid,
Yeah.
but it was like months later, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, bro. Like, I'm out of a job. I have a family.
Yeah.
I at that time my daughter was born in 2013. My mom passes away, and 2 months later my daughter's born.
Wow.
So it's like,
Going through,
and then
going through
I
it
lose
there.
my job, and it's like, big blows, and it's like, all right, I get to stay at home, but I got to be proactive because unemployment is only 6 months. So, I started working for La Ley. That didn't work out, and then about a year later, I had to get a 9 to 5. Around the same time, I joined AMG.
Okay.
It was around that same time. And then AMG was so instrumental of getting back on my feet financially that from like that first year, I had told Carlos, like, I've never been busy the whole fucking year There's all dry seasons. There's always,
Yeah.
after the new year, nobody has money because everybody partied their ass off for New Year's Eve, right? So there's no money January. There's no money February. Come tax season, that's when March, April, that's when everybody starts getting their money. Boom.
So is that attributed to the model promotion that you guys were doing with Aguacate? And you booking up more?
The full force of me
the
joining
team.
the teamwork.
The team, yeah.
It just,
Fuck yeah, bro.
I
That's
was
what I was
busy
talking about.
January, February,
that's
March.
what I was talking about, bro.
All the way fucking through. And I had told him, bro, this is like the first year I'm
that
fucking
you've ever
busy.
done like that, work like that. That's badass, bro.
And
that's what I was talking about. At that point, I mean, Aguacate was so strong with the bands that it had and the
Right.
Jesse, and there was so much. We came into that too when all that's going on, and we helped. Did our part to help with the push of
And the outside
of
part.
Outside
yeah,
push.
yeah. And
I mean, if it wasn't for that, I mean, Aurora, they wouldn't have met us the
Yeah.
way we introduced ourselves out there
Right.
on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Pero about 2015. That was some good shit when we first started.
Yeah.
And
and A-Town people are big fans, bro, of fucking Jesse, dog.
Yeah.
People love Jesse in A-Town, dog, because he would. I mean, it was just. I guess there wasn't that caliber of DJs around in A-Town at the events, and
Well, you know what? That's what I get at every suburb. Like in respect to every suburb, like anywhere I would go without that wasn't the city, I would always get that same compliment. Like, damn, we love you city DJs.
Yeah.
Like they would categorize us.
I mean, I'm glad that I got to, obviously because we were doing the events and Jesse was our DJ, to enjoy him so much. But I've always wanted to have a fucking party. And I'm so mad that in all this time that I've known Jesse, I haven't had a fucking party to where I could book this fucker and get to enjoy him all night. Enjoy him though, because those events. I enjoyed you, but I was working.
But Hera's wedding, bro. You didn't.
You're right. Yeah,
But we're Chevy Monte Carlos.
I was so lit that day, though. It was kind of embarrassing. I was like, damn. As soon as we got to the venue, I'm like, holy shit, I'm fucking smashed. I gotta chill out. But bro. You're great at what you do, bro. La neta, you fucking definitely, what you're doing with the crowd. You could fucking your music selection and
the difference, and not to knock off, because you got to give a chance to all the DJs that are starting, because they got to start somewhere. They might not be at that caliber yet, but they need to gain that experience. And there's so many phone calls I get. There's so many messages. Teach me. And it's like, well, I didn't have a teacher. I had somebody to guide me.
The La Grande School of DJing comes soon.
And we talked about that. We talked about I
yeah.
want to do a school, or I want to do a little workshop where I could just bring some people in, but it just, the logistics doesn't work right now.
Yeah.
And especially right now, pandemic.
Especially right now.
Hasta peor.
Pero I mean, that's one thing that from the outside, I'm looking in. Aguacate's always been there with different ideas.
Yeah.
With you guys, like with the guac pot, the guac mix.
The guac mix, the guacamole.
I mean, that was huge, bro. That was huge, and that's what I'm telling you, because I know when I would share, tons of the people that I knew would log, people from out there would log on and fucking listen to it, and
that was one of the reasons why we got put on to go to Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, man.
People from Texas were sending him shout outs all the time, and it was good. It's a fucking shame in a way that social media is so strict with the licensing and everything. And
because they would get blocked.
I guess I could say
right?
the business point. I can understand it, but
yeah.
we're not profiting from this,
from
right.
Financially at all.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, it's a double-edged sword, I guess. To a certain point. I understand the artistic side, and I understand the business side, and it's tough. Pero pues, I mean, we're here in Chicago. We ain't doing them huge things to worry about us right now. Like let us be.
Yeah.
Because people were enjoying it. It was cool. But it was getting some views. That's why they it got their attention
big.
as well. But that was pretty bad.
So is that what happened with that compa? Like you guys just had to stop because it
bro?
completely
Towards the end,
all the
like
ones would get black.
because they had already cut it fucking 3 times.
Ah,
It was
yeah,
funny,
that's
man,
fucking
because
that
like,
shit was so badass.
I would bring out Whopper, right? Shout out to DJ Whopper. He would
Shout
come
out
out
Whop.
and he'll start off.
Fatty Whop.
The soon as I got in the camera, we started getting dinged. I'm like, damn, I'm not even playing music. Like, why are we getting dinged? And sure enough, they'll just bring us down. And I'm like, and that was another part of my anxiety where it's like, fuck. Am I gonna get stopped? Like I'm gonna get in the zone, but what if I get cut off?
Which happened
Numerous times. And there's times that I was so frustrated, bro. I just walked out. I threw everything. I just walked out. Out of the fucking office, and I was like, "Yo, sorry, man. I had an expectation, and I want to jam out, and it didn't happen."
se enojaba Jesse.
Pues sí, porque it was frustrating.
Yeah.
You know, I know it was frustrating for Fry because he had reconnect, and you know, the thing is that if you get flagged certain amount of times, also from Facebook, you know, we were going off of his like page, so that could have gotten blocked or disabled
or even
whatnot.
deleted.
Yeah, or even deleted because of royalties and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, you know, we were all very cautious. At least you guys know I'm cautious as fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, pues ya, o sea, at the end it was, I hate to say it, like it was just more of a wasting of emotion, you know, because these guys were so, you know, him and Fry, all credit goes to them.
Excited for it.
Like everything that we do, you know, they go fucking balls deep and there's so much into it. And they were starting to become that Jesse and Fry had his own little camera, the side mic.
Yes.
Wait. So it was like these personalities were fucking also growing there, you know what I'm saying? So in a mixing way, this guy would mix, it would interact, and they were so much into it that it happened so consistently at the end that it was just like, let's just stop. There's honestly nothing that we can do.
Right.
To
It was
fucking
out of our hands.
Yeah.
You know, you can't talk to Facebook offices and say, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Hey, come on, man. Got me chance up. Fucking, what's his
Feature
name?
Mark.
Mark. I was going to say
Deal
Tom.
Mark.
Tom, but
No,
that's MySpace. Yes, sir. MySpace.
But yeah, that's pretty much what happened there with the guacamole mix. But well, now we're part of this guac pod going on. So
How you guys feeling that? How you guys feeling that?
How are you feeling about that?
I want to hear let's both. I actually want to hear from both of you guys on that.
We'll go with Jesse.
We're gonna go with Jesse because Jesse's the guest.
How do I feel
Obviously.
about the
The
guac
guac pod.
pod?
How do you feel it's been going? How do you feel personally? Are you
like
know,
when I first told you about it, because I first talked to Fry, then I called Jess. Like, hey, you know what? I pitched to him like a year before, and I don't know what, because I knew he has his own podcast
Right.
with Compa Llantas.
Yeah. It just it was all about, you know, timing, about scheduling, bro. And you've seen scheduling. Bad thing about Compa Llantas is that he works nights.
Yeah.
He works nights,
Which is
so
a year
he
of
could
income.
he could only record on Friday
Oh
afternoons.
shit! Yeah, I mean, obviously you guys have seen how that's been with the fucking guac pod, and
right.
this we've actually been trying to get rolling for a bit too.
So it's
but
hard.
but yeah, it's I mean
hard.
scheduling. They
It's
got
hard. So when I wanted to do it, and you know when he told me, hey, let's do this. What do you think about this name? And he gave me 3 ideas. I'm like, I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like,
I
like
first
this
shot it
one.
to him, and then I sent him the ideas of the name.
I like Wok Pot sounds a lot better because like we need to incorporate fucking aguacate, man. Something somewhere. And sure enough, we went with that name. I feel like the flow, it's based on the personalities and the pregame that we do, like the way how we talk to them, the way how when we first meet up, you know, we could just pick up where we left off, but you know, we know them to a certain point.
yeah.
But but we don't really know them personally.
Yeah.
There's a difference between probably the somebody from the entertainment, like there's that
Well,
type
you
of
see him a
you
short
see 'em-
time. You see him on stage. What's
Yeah.
up, compa? How you doing?
Yeah,
you see them before they're gonna
It's
plug
quick,
up
it's-
and start performing, and
Blah, blah.
they'll send you a
you
shout
guys see
out.
each other all the time, but you guys don't ever have a genuine conversation.
Right. I to kid you not, bro. 70% of all of them, I really don't know their names.
Yeah.
Like, hey, anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Like shit,
Yeah.
I didn't know all their names. And it's funny because he was like, "Compa Sergio," and I'm like, "Who's that? Which guy is that?"
And even in the pregame, I always say, hey, so everyone's clear. And I'll point at them.
This
El
is-
Sergio, El Nico, or what? El Chabelo, this is Tino, and I point at them because I understand that Jesse or my compa Fry might not know exactly who
they are.
who it is from, or you know los orejones, but you don't know their
What,
first
their
names.
name, and I didn't know their
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta shit like
Yeah.
that. Like that's good that you point that out.
Orange
Yeah.
Jones. Shout out Los Orejones.
Hell yeah.
No,
Orange
one of the
Jones.
best episodes. But feeling the vibe, bro, I loved it. I love the vibe of everybody coming in, but not just the vibe inside the room, but the vibe outside, like the response. Bro, I go to a store and they're like, "What pod guy?
Man, that's
What pod?" And I'm
badass.
like,
That's so
crazy.
That's
I'm
so
like, you haven't
had
dope.
that
That's
one
so
yet.
dope.
and it's like, man, keep that shit up. Like, hey, we're really liking it. I bumped into a guy. Hey, don't stop now, because I guess we did the season recap, and he's
Yeah.
like, no, don't stop,
Yeah.
don't stop.
No, wait.
Like,
They're
Bart.
thinking, wait,
I
when
think his
you,
name was Bart. That motherfucker's like, nah, you need to do 2 a week.
Yeah, hey, well, that's
Oh,
let me
yeah.
let me
He's one of
fucking
the
go
fucking
where I'm
guys that kept-
going. That I was pushing this motherfucker. Like, he called me one time and he's like, "I think we're gonna take a break this week." Tell him, compa. I was
Hey,
like,
man, but
compa,
how long have we been talking
compa,
about the pod?
No,
man?
mama, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, we're gonna get into that. But when he told me they wanted, actually, Fry was the one that wanted the break.
Fry
right?
wanted a break.
Fucking
I mean,
Fry.
he's
Shout out
God,
Fry.
who's much
Happy
breaks,
birthday,
bro?
Fry.
What's up with that?
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Fry. With this
birthday,
baby,
Fry.
like, we don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever.
we don't know when it's
It
gonna come
was
out.
his
His birthday 2 days ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
And
Fry.
Yes.
We're gonna party this weekend.
And I was like, no,
Yes.
compa. I even got worried myself. Like, I started having a little panic attack.
What
Like,
the fuck am I gonna
what is
do?
he doing? No. Like,
Oh.
like, I was thinking, like, what are they fucking doing? Don't.
What are they thinking?
People are already hooked. I knew right away. Wait, people are hooked because that's what happens when. O sea, that's where I was going with that. I'm like, bro, I'm fucking Mike Tyson podcast, my favorite podcast way, and they do like. Once a week, sometimes once every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
sometimes 3 weeks. Y yo me
It's-
estaba cagando, güey. O sea, for an episode,
What do I
güey.
do
For my episode, güey.
what do I do with my life
I mean,
now?
definitely, I'm not gonna lie, güey. I would go back and listen to my favorite episodes, then I would just go back and re-listen to other episodes. Pero I wanted something new, something and I knew that that's what happened with the Guac Pod right away, that people fucking dug the shit out of it because the first episode was so fucking badass.
But Bart, I want to know something, man, because you're that one. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of motherfuckers, but you're that one nigga that 1201 hits,
Oh, compa,
bro,
it's
Friday,
because
and he's on, bro. He
because
tags me,
actually-
what's your process, bro?
The
'Cause
thing is that people might not know, but I got into a little fucking accident. A little.
I was just gonna say that. I
A
hope
little.
that fucker was in an
It all
accident.
happened because I've been off work for the
Okay.
last couple months.
Yeah.
That the Guac Pod's been on. So Thursday night at midnight, I'm up, compa. O sea,
Yeah.
my schedule pretty much every night at midnight right now. I'm up because I
Right.
haven't been working way. I'm getting back to work now.
Okay.
I'm good. My fucking arm's back to normal. I fucking broke my elbow for you fucking medical people. My left
break your
radial. My left radial something. I already forgot.
God.
I'm high.
You were about to impress
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I fucked that
Wow.
up.
Hey, but can you jack out different ways?
Shit.
It
For a
give you
minute,
superpowers, 'cause when you break
I don't know where.
something, it like
Just chill. I don't know if we're there yet. This is barely like the second episode, dog. We're not gonna go there.
You
yet.
gotta oil him
go
up.
hard yet.
Yeah, we're not gonna go hard yet. That way, no. And I'm that into podcasts, and I'm that into this podcast
It's
that
crazy.
and fucking I'm willing to stay up till midnight. Well, not that I'm willing, but I know that it comes out at fucking midnight, and I'm there. And I'm not a huge into fucking TV way.
Did you get appreciated more with Guacpan?
Huh?
Did you get to appreciate the visual?
the visual.
Oh, fuck yeah. Well, that shit's badass. I mean, Mike Tyson does both too.
Yeah.
Usually, I would listen at work, though. Say, like that podcast and most of other podcasts, I'm at work way, you know? If I got my headphones on, I'm working.
So
I'm just listening to something way. Pero, the Guac Pod, I'm a fucking huge fan, way. I'm a huge fan. And
So 1201 hits. and
I'm
then
there.
Some
I
of them are like
fucking
2-3
literally-
hours, bro. So
Oh, yeah.
Nah, well, sometimes I fall asleep, but most of the time I fucking stay up and watch them. You know,
Oh, shit.
I fucking
Yeah.
roll up, I fucking kick it, and I fucking watch them. And the thing is, wait, like that's how. I mean, I don't know. It's not that I'm doing it for the gram. I'm not staying up just because I always post it. You know, he's
No,
fucking know. I always post it 12
I
o'clock.
loved it.
Pero it's just that I'm up and I'm like, shit, midnight. Oh shit, I'm fucking kind of watching. I'm bored of what I'm watching on TV, and I'm like, I want to get my guac fix. So I
I'm bored
stay
of
up till
watching the Cubs
fucking.
lose.
Yeah,
Again.
I know. I don't even watch the Cubs, but
Oh,
That's
Fuck.
that up.
yeah, wait. Fucking
and
shout out to
Tommy- what
Guac
is
Pod. I'm
Tommy
fucking.
LaRussa?
I was telling Fry the other day. I'm like, fuck, man, the Guac Pod. I'm like, I can't wait till I'm on maybe season 17 or something.
Oh, that'll be great.
I'm like, maybe I get the chance, but nah,
let's
yeah,
get
the
to
Guac Pod
season
way.
2 first.
La neta way. O sea, again, from the outside, I'm fucking suburb, but got my way into the music industry here in Chicago a bit, and I know some of these groups and I know some of the people, and it's just badass way to hear the stories way. O sea, to hear the
Right.
stories of what of these people have gone through. How long you motherfuckers have been there? Like, compa, what? How long you been singing for? 20 fucking years?
Mas is
Mas, about 25 years.
And you've been DJing for how long?
23.
How long?
23 years.
No mames. Like, that's
That's
pretty
tough,
fucking
right?
badass.
That's
You
tough.
guys, and I'll say, like, you talk about, look what you just fucking talked about. You were fucking young, 22, 23, fucking
hustling his way in there.
hustling.
Literally.
Didn't even, like,
I never knew that story.
He knew that he just needed his fucking foot in the door, in any of the doors into that building,
He'll
and
take
he
care
was
of the
going to
rest.
find his fucking way to the mic.
Yeah.
You know, he knew that. This nigga said, I'm going to go, let me wash the floors. Thankfully, you got a driving position. And you didn't have to clean the floors.
Right.
Pero, said, that's fucking badass to me. Like, that's...
That's why I was asking him, like, hey, did you, like, tell them? He probably was, like, getting a phone call and be like, hey, Jesse el Grandote, ¿cómo estás? Like, while he's driving and shit.
Nah,
He didn't
This
even, he didn't
motherfucker's
even
got a good
realize.
voice.
He didn't even
Nah,
he
bro,
knew.
just-
He knew.
They knew. They knew. You
Yeah,
know, they knew
that's
what's
so
up. And
badass.
that
That's
was
so
pretty cool
badass.
that they had me in the back of their one of my ex bosses. Like I had a studio, right? So I had like monitors, mics everywhere, and that's like where the grupos would come in and like do other stuff for the radio station. That was one of my jobs. So we're like, nosotros somos la arrolladora. Y estás escuchando la que buena. Like I was in charge of doing all that.
You were recording all
So it was funny because it was a phone call, and I'll be like, "Hi, this is Jesse. How can I help you?" And they're like, "Man," my boss would always say, "That has to be a girl," because you don't answer the phone when I call you like that. You always put your voice real deep when you're talking to a girl. I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." Like, yeah, you're right. You're right. No,
okay.
man, but it's
Hustled his way in there, goddamn.
That's so
Jesse.
badass. That's so
Hey, bro.
badass.
Now, also, I want to touch real quick on, I know that little Jesse likes DJing.
yeah, man. He I have a son that's 12 years old. He just turned 12 years old this week,
Yeah,
man.
happy
and,
birthday to him, too.
Yes.
It's crazy, man, how their mind works. It's how their mind developed. And I always knew this because he was always around. Don't think that I'm that guy that always hears music. I'm that guy that after a party, I need silence. I don't have parties at my house, bro. I like silence at home. I like
Did
I
that
like to
recently
chill.
start though? Like when you were young, did you also need that silence, or is that more of an older thing?
I
now?
think it's more of an older
Yeah, right?
thing. Yeah, because me gustaba el desmadre all the time. You
like
know?
that- like
and
the
it
whole-
kind of
it's
sucked
like
because
the
my
whole,
dad back in the day, he worked third shift too. So
You could have the music up loud at
I
night.
couldn't. And my
Or you-
room was above his room. So when I'm jamming, he'll be like, "Cabrón,
Yeah.
I need to sleep." I'm like, "Oh shit. Oh shit."
Oh, during the day, you're
During
saying.
the day, yeah, because
Yeah, but I'm
he would
saying-
sleep
yeah.
during the day.
Yeah, yeah.
He would
okay.
wake up at about 10 o'clock at night, go to work at 11, and he'll be back at home at 7:30.
And right now, are you condoning your son? Like, hey, fucking blast that shit. If he starts fucking with music, like, are you?
Well,
are
that's
the,
where I was
the
going.
problem
How do you feel
is
about
right
that?
now, the problem with my son
now
is
that you
his
want to
mom
sleep,
doesn't let-
asshole.
His mom doesn't want him.
Oh, okay.
His mom right now, he's
Doesn't
like, I don't
want
want him to follow your path.
Ah.
And I said, nah.
Why though?
It
Why,
doesn't work
Jesse?
that way. It doesn't work that way because he has to express his talents.
Yeah.
He's shown a lot of interest in it. But
And I know he loves being on stage when you're mixing, man. We've seen.
Oh
him.
yeah, because he would go on with them.
Fuck
Yeah, fuck yeah.
He's
He likes
dancing,
it.
man.
Yeah.
he's liked everything. But what I'm doing right now with him is that I want him to learn kind of the way I learned. I want him to learn basics about music. I used to play the drums.
Right, I remember
back
you
in
saying
the
that to
day.
me.
So
Correct.
I knew about beats. He's in a mariachi band at school right now, so he plays the trumpet right now. But he
Nice.
wants to learn how to play el bandolón. And I'm like, yeah, you could do whatever, but I want to get him into singing, man, because I know he's gonna have a badass voice.
Okay.
He's gonna have a badass voice. But DJing wise, I'll probably get him into it as a hobby, but I won't want him to pursue it as a career.
Full on.
Full on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he could probably mess with it at home or try to get his extra money, but
His side thing.
I could just probably tell him do it as a side thing.
Right.
But but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind teaching him the basics, but his mom doesn't let me.
Oh shit. Fuck it.
I mean, if he's really wants to do it, he's gonna end up doing
He's
it.
gonna figure out a way.
He's
Yeah.
gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Right now, his Spotify
I mean, yeah,
playlist
12.
is
He's
badass.
12. He's young still. He's young. He got a lot
He
of-
loves Travis Scott. He likes Little Baby. He likes the Baby.
lot of controversy with them rappers right now, no? Because of the BET Awards, they were all nominated like crazy and didn't win. And esos dos, Lil Baby
Little Baby and the Baby.
and The Baby. The Baby was nominated like 12 times or some shit.
And
didn't win.
nothing.
Didn't win nothing.
Buffalo Bills on that
Yeah,
ass.
that's fucked up. Well, Cardi B won or what?
No, the other one. Megan Thee Stallion? No?
Yeah.
I like the way you said the other one. What did that mean? Right
But
there?
there's
The
two.
other
The other, there's two of those chicks that are mainstream hot shit right
Man,
now.
but you know why they call her
Oh,
Megan Thee Stallion, though, right? That bitch is like
Caballota.
6'2", 6'3", bro.
Así. la caballota.
No, but la caballota is like she's small as fuck though.
No,
Big
but
queen
I'm
as fuck.
talking about like our actual horse. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, she a big bitch.
La caballota. La caballota. That's even queen, right?
Yeah.
If she's small.
She's small as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calle. You met her during the whole La Calle. That you.
What happened?
You get to meet her.
I got to meet
everybody.
everybody. I got to meet everybody.
Badass.
And that's kind of how I started, like going back into the radio days. I met everybody that needed to go to a radio station and do promotion. I met everybody.
You were the guy.
Yeah, I was the guy that came to, like I said, they came to my office, they came to my studio, they would
would do the
record,
drops
and
and
then
all
they would go straight into, a live on air,
Yeah.
or vice versa.
They'll do the live and then come to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I got to see everybody's personality, how they were personally. And you're just like, it was sometimes it was a breaking point because they're like, man, I admire you, but you're a piece of shit.
Oh yeah. When you start
And
meeting,
that's because the most of them, because the fame gets to them, and
Yeah, but
and
I
they
mean,
change.
But you're at a radio station,
Yeah.
like, don't fucking get prissy with me and
Yeah.
shit, you know? Like, That was one of the
I'm
things.
big here too, right?
Huh?
Like I'd be like, I'm the fucking man here too, motherfucker. Don't come in
I
here.
was just more like, all right.
I'm Mr. Della Grande, motherfucker.
You do what you do. You do you. You know, just you don't want to do this.
Nah,
don't
yeah,
don't
I
fucking do it.
understand.
Just go on your way.
Real
Don't
talk.
waste my time.
Real talk, Jess. How long did it take you to get over radio, or are you even over it?
I'm over it.
You're over it.
I'm over
I've
it.
heard-
but it took me a
I've heard-
long time.
Did you barely get over it? So
I'm
you're telling me if
probably
somebody
recently.
comes and offers you a fucking radio job, you're not gonna take it?
No, I will not take it.
That's how over you
No
are.
matter
That's
how
how
much
I'm-
money.
no matter how much money.
But it was tough to get
I think
over.
that's-
Yes.
I mean, when you were with Aguacate, you were still not over it.
I wasn't over it.
We would have talks about
What do you
this
mean when
shit.
I was still with Aguacate? That means
No,
I'm
no.
not with Aguacate.
Oh,
what are you doing?
Bob,
What are you telling me?
Bob
I don't know. Like,
Bob alert.
hey.
Jesse, you're fucking
No, I said
fire.
when you started with Aguacate. That's what I said.
Fire.
Rewind that. Hey, Jose, rewind that.
No, no.
Boy,
no.
TV show host over here, Trump guy.
No, what I'm saying, when
no
you
matter
started
how
with
much
Aguacate,
money-
you were still not
friends.
over them. I'm saying.
I wasn't over it
Yeah.
because it was hard because put it like this, you dedicate so much time, you sacrifice blood, sweat, and tears, and you sacrifice special moments because of radio. I mean, thankfully, I was there for my kids when they were born, both of my kids. But you miss a lot of moments. Like,
Yeah.
I would work 16-hour days. I would start at 10. I would get home at 10, 12 o'clock midnight because I had so much responsibility. Mixes, commercials, being a radio personality. You know, I miss much of little Jesse's, like his first steps. I missed a lot of him growing up.
And I take it that's like music business period,
Right.
right, compa? Because o sea, you as a singer, you as you nights, weekends,
Yeah.
o sea, you guys they've got into that like
Right.
walk party, like
And there was
you're
times that I
missing-
only had 4 hours of sleep, and it's
Correct.
just like, all right, next day we got to do this,
Shit.
and it just didn't stop Monday through Friday. You had your gigs on Saturday, on Sunday, or I had gigs on Thursday,
During the
Friday,
week.
Saturday, Sunday.
You were at the Buzz.
Yeah,
On
getting
Thursday.
bottles and
Anything's
the buzz?
possible.
the buzz too, bro. That Thursday nights.
You were at Legroom on Sunday night.
Fucking.
Compa knows
then
all
we
the
would go to
fucking
sangrias. Then we would go to biology bar.
Wow.
Then Republic was
Orbit.
there. Then
Orbit
the
days.
Orbit was there. Yeah, we did that. Then there was another one called the Royale.
The Royale.
Yes, bro. I mean,
La Terraza.
shit. Those
Because
places.
You ever
Days.
think Guadalajara's on Ogden and Harlem? Or Harlem and Ogden?
that one's one of the first places I started.
On the second
bro.
floor?
On the second floor.
Yeah, hijo de Elfis.
There was the Guadalajara.
Delphi's action.
Funny that you say that. One of the Jorge Jr., the son
Uh-huh.
of the owner, he just reached out to me.
Nice.
He's like, bro, I found you on social media. Just want to say what's up. I'm like, holy shit.
Badass.
He's actually
I got a sister. Well, my oldest sister. She's fucking 10 years older than me. A little bit closer to your guys'
thanks.
age room.
Wow.
Pero
Fucking asshole.
some of these fucking places you guys mentioned, o sea, I remember them back in the day talk about this. Come
You
out
remember
here.
your sister talking
Coming
about
out. Coming out.
Well, that's what you're saying.
I said coming out to these fucking places in the city, and no mames, that's badass.
Yeah,
Jesse was
fucking-
at all of them.
Biology bar. Wow.
yeah.
Jesse was at all of them.
Those places were just, but bro, like you sacrifice so much time, and for them to cut you off abruptly,
Yeah.
like your talent doesn't matter, and for them to give your job to a rookie, and hearing all the mistakes that maybe nobody heard, but they got rid of black belts. Not just me, but I was considered a black belt because I gained so much. 14 years in radio, you gain so much fucking experience.
Yeah.
and
Knowledge
then you're
about
just
the-
like, for them to cut you off because they can't afford your salary, because they rather pay somebody $10 an hour part-time with no benefits, and they're gonna take it right away, bro, because they're gonna tell you, bro, you're gonna be on the radio, you're gonna be famous, but we're gonna pay you $10 an hour with no benefits.
Wow.
Somebody who's
Starting.
19, 20
Yeah.
is gonna
They're
take
gonna
that
do
shit
it.
in a heartbeat.
Run it.
But when you got a family, when you got to provide, and you got to think about those benefits, bro, because doctor visits ain't cheap. Strep throats ain't cheap.
Yeah.
And so they could come up to my door, and it's happened before, where they're like, Jesse, leave your job, leave whatever you have, come work for us. This is the salary. You'll get a fucking office in the 21st floor of this building. You'll have your own studio, your own time for this. And I said no. Oh, you're going to be working with iHeartRadio, iHeartMedia. Do you know what that means? That's a big company. Yeah, but can you assure me that I'm going to have a job in the next 3 years? And they couldn't give me that guarantee. Bro, I could leave my job. I could start in 2 weeks, in a month, I could be out of a job.
Right.
That's not
There
a
was
risk
no
I'm willing
assurance.
to take. Not in my age right now.
Yeah, not at that time when they had.
Yeah,
I
so-
think I remember we talked about that too.
Yeah.
I know you were excited.
Yeah.
And I just told you, hey, you got to be realistic about it too, though.
I was super excited
Yeah.
because I was going to jump the gun, but I'm
Yeah.
like, nah,
remember
hell no, man, because that radio station didn't last.
Yeah.
Y dicho y hecho.
Y dicho
It
y
happened.
hecho. And I would have been fucked.
Yeah.
Unemployed again. And
Empezando de
it's
cero
just
otra
something
vez.
that I didn't want to show my kids where, like, oh, here comes dad again without a job.
Yeah, that's something.
Like, nah. And yo sé que la vida de un DJ, there. At one point, I thought there was an end to it. Like, all right, this is it. I'm done. I tried retiring from DJing, but it didn't work. It didn't work because money was an issue. Where that extra income, you're like, fuck.
Hell yeah.
Where's
You've
that
been doing
extra
it so
income
long.
at?
Yeah, you've been doing it for so
Yeah,
long that
and
you're
you're
kind of
just
like
like,
dependent on it.
This is my
already.
salary, and this is the extra income. And, at that time, my wife's like, we're not going to make it. Of course, because I stopped working.
Right.
And, she wanted me to dedicate more time to family. And it's either family or get the bills paid.
Yeah.
All right, we got to do what we
Put
got to
food on
do.
the table. Yep.
And unfortunately, I chose, well, not fortunately, but I chose a path where I needed to take care of business as for my responsibility as a father and as a head of a household, man. I needed to take responsibility because diapers and formula wasn't fucking cheap, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking spending $40 a week
I'm over here
just
saying,
on formula.
I'm over here saying yup like I know.
Nah, it ain't cheap, bro. It wasn't
yeah,
cheap.
I bet.
And now
I've
I have
heard.
a 12-year-old that wears size 11 shoes.
Yes, he probably
in the
wants
men's
Yeezys
department.
too. Some
And-
J's.
Yeah, bro, it's not cheap, bro. Like, I remember I used to buy him like $20, $30 shoes, and that was cool. I got you, pa. I got you.
Hell yeah.
Now he
Agarra
wants
tres.
fucking...
No hay pedo.
No.
now he wants Travis Scott. he
Esos son los caros
he wants
también.
Yeezys. He
He wants
wants-
that what, Cactus Jack or Jack or whatever the fuck.
like he wants that, and it's just like, yo, let's go on your feet.
Yeah.
Like,
No, not-
You're
yeah.
gonna scuff them bitches.
Yeah.
No, I got you. And my son has a style. I rather just make sure that my kids have the best clothes, a roof under their head. I could care less about myself.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that they're taken care of.
Yeah.
That's just the mentality I have right now because I love what I do. I could still fit in the lifestyle. I could still fit in my schedule. It just, my kids are a little older now. So, I'm
So do you
good.
feel like now that they're older also, like, do you feel that do you see an end coming? Like, can you possibly say, you know what, fuck, I don't think I can see myself doing
No,
this for
you know
X
what?
amount
I
more
see
years.
trends. I see
Okay.
trends because I don't see myself as a legend, but I do see myself that I'm a well-established name. That's what I do see myself. That there's people at my level as far as well-established names, yeah. And I could probably tell you in the regional Mexican and the Spanish game as DJs, probably in the both of my hands, well-established. pero hay un chingo de DJs.
Yeah.
Eso sí, hay un chingo de DJs. Everybody gets a laptop, bro, and gets music, and they call themselves a DJ.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what's fucking up the game a little bit for me, because there's a lot of clients that I've lost where they're like, well, I got this guy pushing buttons, playing music for $200 for 6 hours, but you're charging me more to have you. Well,
$500 an hour
Per hour.
per hour. And it's like, yo, well, yeah, because
and he expects 3 bottles of fucking Hennessy.
At the baptism.
But it just like, it kind of sucks because they fuck up the game, and there's no you know, you can't tell them, bro. There's fucking guys charging to this day, charging $300 a party. Like, and it's just like,
Yeah, that's probably for them more like a hobby.
Yeah.
it's a hobby.
know.
It's to get out of the house.
That for them, like if I can get one per Saturday, that's $1,200 extra a month. That's my fucking house payment.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about shit. And that's all they do. If they get a Friday, it's a bonus, you know?
But our like DJ equipment is not fucking cheap, bro. Like good shit that's gonna last you, quality shit is not cheap. And there's brands out there that they rather discontinue that model in order to keep their prices up there. They'd rather just discontinue old models and not sell them for discounted prices. They just discontinue and they come out with something new. And that's pretty much the good brands. There's a speaker system that I have that was about $4,000 or $5,000 worth.
All right.
And, you know, just speakers. And it's just like, you got to invest it because you want to stay current. You want to aesthetically look good. And, you know, pero cuesta.
Yeah,
and of course, you know, it kind of sucks when there's no parties, pandemic, and you're kind of in the hole with that shit. You're like,
you invest, you know, it's, I wonder about that right now with this pandemic, bro. Imagine, and I wonder about it both ways. Imagine if there's somebody out there that's a big believer in, you know, their God, and they asked God for a fucking, dame una señal para either do this or not do this, and then the señal is a pandemic, and like how many fucking plans and dreams literally might have already gotten ruined because of it. As simple as maybe a big investment right before the shit, you know, oh fuck, you know what? I'm gonna buy this fucking restaurant, and it's January. Y vienes con todas las ganas, and then boom, in fucking March you're closed for the next 6 months. I mean,
sucks. So many weddings got ruined.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
I mean, that's
not,
the other
not
aspect
ruined,
of it.
but I mean, we've gone through where they're like, I remember there was this girl. She's like, the venue I'm having it, they canceled me, but I still want to have it. But she's like, I just don't have the energy to plan or to replan.
It's just such a
for another
scary
day.
moment right now. Period. Imagine having that more stress of all that on top of it, you know. And it's serious, bro. I mean, it's serious. I don't
sucks,
know. Yeah,
man.
it's crazy.
Sucks. It's crazy out there, man.
Fucking crazy times right now, man.
Crazy times.
But going right back to Jesse's timeline, when we started working on Aguacate, it was pretty badass, and it's still badass.
Yeah.
5 years later, I think we understand each other to the T. I mean, there's things that I still like would talk to him and explain to him. This is what happened at this private. He's like, why are you explaining it to me? And I'm like, well, because I always explain it to everyone, but like, you don't have to explain it. Like, it's a lot of mutual respect. And I think it's more of a proven trust, you know, at the end of the day, because at certain moments in both of our careers, we were with each other at the right times as well. And these rough times, they're rough.
They're rough.
But we're still with each other. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of it in a way. Like I always still think of the team, you know, when I want to do something, especially when it comes to be a podcast, you know. So in Guacpot for me, it was instantly it was, my compadre Fry, but I just didn't know if he was gonna want to be behind the mic. And then instantly for me was, the bringing in of Jesse, because for me it was
Who wouldn't want to have a radio host on their podcast?
So I listen to a lot of podcasts too,
Yeah.
and obviously it's just people with normal voices, right? But I also think that it's intriguing to have Jesse's big voice, and then the people that know him, it's even more intriguing, right?
Yeah.
But people that don't know him, he's very presentable with his big voice, nice, addicting fucking laugh, and it's just it's a thing,
Yes, yes.
it's not it's people that don't know him. I think it's a badass thing to dive into, like who Jesse Grandote is here in Chicago, and the amazing voice that he
Probably
has.
earlier in my career, and I'm not gonna lie. Probably when early 2006, 2007, they probably met me, and I could have been a total asshole, bro. I had a big ego back in like starting my career because I was Jesse Grandote. Who the fuck are you? Like, I had I'm pretty sure, like.
So you're admitting that you went through a phase.
Oh yeah.
Still got it.
That's a hard phase. I talked about it once. It's very difficult to deal with popularity when you don't have it ever.
Right.
And maybe I don't want to. I'm not going to speak for you. I'll speak for myself, especially when you're a big guy, to get a lot of attention. Yeah. Woo. You're not you. So you've always been the chubby / fat guy. Your nickname has always been Gordo or Panzón or Panzas or some shit like that. And then for you to get all this attention from the female, and not even just female, like all of a sudden you have all these fucking guy friends that want to hang out with you and shit like that. You're just like, oh shit. I would always say I'm the luckiest fat guy ever.
Yeah.
That was my dicho.
That was just places where we're just like, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm getting so much attention. Oh, I just got a DM. Woohoo! I got a number. It wouldn't have happened if I was just a regular guy, man.
Yeah.
Just
like,
Jesse.
Just
Not Jesse
Crazy,
Del Grande.
But yeah, I went through an ego, and I'm pretty sure people who haven't bumped into me and met me before, they'll probably say, es bien culero ese güey. Es bien culero.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He
there's
is.
phases and...
You remember being a little bit of a dick to some people?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's happened. It was there.
Were these like La Calle years?
Yeah.
More than anything, or también La Que Buena years?
No,
when
it
you were
was
the
more
DJ?
like calle years.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just more like, you know who I am?
And is that due because you were getting? I
was getting a lot of popularity.
and then hyped up
just-
your cousins, blah blah blah.
And
you
a
know
lot of
who he
hype
is.
up from everybody. Like my inner circle back then, it was just a lot of hype up, and it was just like, yo, we're partying with this guy, and he's gonna get us here, and we're backstage.
I'm more excited now that I know now that you were La Calle. Fucking you were La
I'm
Calle.
surprised you didn't know.
I'm glad I got to party with Jesse.
Bro. It got to a point where a lot of people will hang around with me. My inner circle was like, well, you're my inner circle. You guys are my day ones. And, all right, let's go backstage. I had that access. I had, you want to meet this artist?
At La Calle kind of.
Yeah, that access
events.
from La Calle. Like, you go to the Aragon.
Damn,
and
so you were the little village plug.
Yeah, and it was just like, yo, let's come through.
I got tickets.
I got tickets. What do you need? Oh, I got you. I'll put you on the list. And you need tickets? I got you. And we will always be partying at the fucking events, dude. But here comes the test, the real test. Where's my inner circle now?
Where's the day ones at? I thought that in my head, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say that to Jesse. He said it himself though.
Those day ones are gone, bro, because that extra pool is no longer an extra pool.
Yeah.
You don't see me. The Garibaldi, the whole fucking Aragon.
You don't have that you had before.
To me, that got old because I had to be there from 7 o'clock all the way to 3 a.m. Just standing around here, just like, nah, I want to go. Like, I got tired real quick about that shit. I don't want to be at Plaza Garibaldi at 10 in the morning and then go home at 9. Like, nah. Like, but people, my inner circle I wasn't beneficial for them anymore. So
yeah. I guess, yeah, I kind of got a little bit. I mean, we had some pretty big artists at Z Club when we were working at Z Club, and I mean, yeah, the people, oh, hey, bro, what's up, bro? Come up to you, so they, can you give me in the back? Can you give me in the back? Like, I guess I got to in my little bit of fame we had.
Fuck yeah.
At Z Club.
Everyone goes. I mean, everyone that starts doing things like events like that.
Cool thing was, I got, I had you guys around to. Compa was really honest about a lot of this stuff that when we started working. Like, hey, he would warn us about shit like that, and about artists, like about how artists could be. I remember him telling us about fucking. The fucking guy that you guys always talk about, Jesus Ojeda, telling us hey, he's a dick.
That was a crazy story.
And then he goes up. What he did to Leva, that time we had him.
That proved it to
the
them.
first time, bro. He was one of our first events, like within the first 3-4 events there, probably.
Yeah, some shit like that.
And Leva went up to him and, ¿Qué onda, viejo?
Stretched out his hand.
Aquí estamos para servirle. And he like. Oh, para lo que necesiten. This nigga just looks at Leva. He's like, yo necesito nada de ti. Didn't shake his hand.
What?
I got really lucky that, bro. I was, because that was kind of my role there at C Club too. The back room,
They were the fucking meet the artists. Hey, make sure they don't need anything.
Yeah,
what they need.
Yeah, and I got lucky that he said what's up to me cool as fuck. But I was standing right there when Leva came up to, to introduce himself too, and
he probably thought Leva was a fan.
Mandó Leva la verga, el hijo de su puta madre.
¿Quién más te mandó la verga? I want to know.
A Leva, no, a mí nadie. That's the thing. Thankfully, I was
no bad experiences, right?
No. I was cool with everybody.
He was doing drugs with all of them.
No, stop it.
No, I couldn't say that.
Yeah.
I will beep it up.
We were
when
smoking.
Prince Royce when he first came out, we were one of the first radio stations to bring him to Chicago, and he was already big underground. We brought him to a solo con invitación.
Yeah,
we're only just giving you could only get tickets through us, right?
Yeah.
So we packed. It was V Live. I remember.
I went to a regular thing like that too, at V Live.
Yeah, he shows up. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Nigga blows up, comes back to Chicago like 6 months later, treats me like fucking dirt. Treats me like shit.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm like, God damn, fuck you, nigga.
Yeah. And then you gotta bite your tongue, man.
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
I mean, you don't have to, right? But you do.
But you do because
you have your logos. You have the radio station logo some way, somehow, and you're like, either a shirt or you got your pass.
I mean, period. You're protecting your brand as well in any way. You're protecting your brand.
Oh, bro, there could be instances where they're like, "Oh, yo no voy a tocar por ese cabrón. I'm not gonna come out on stage." And I've seen it happen
because of that big guy right there.
Yeah,
nah.
So I'm like,
no. That's crazy.
I got banned from the Aragon one time.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I got banned for a minit.
That's fucking crazy.
But what was his name? Gus, a big guy, bald. He was always security in the backstage.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know, man. But I got in trouble because of him.
Okay.
Well, he was putting in people. He was sneaking in people. And I heard it on the radio. Hey, el gordo está metiendo gente. El gordo está metiendo gente. And I'm coming in through the front door, and I see all the Viva people, and
looking at el gordo.
Yeah, I'm like, what's up? They're like, oh, you're sneaking in people? He's like, you must not know how we work here. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm here with the radio station. We could give two fucks. He's like, get the fuck out of here. You're not welcomed here.
Damn.
I'm like, what?
What was that for? For what of it?
Huh?
What was that for?
That was for Evie Queen at the Aragon one night.
Oh, shit. La caballota.
Yeah, I was mad. I'm mad as fuck.
So now all these years after fucking radio, you're over radio. Do you feel like it's you're happy you didn't go in the radio direction again? Or is there a little bit of fucking like, fuck, me quedé con la espinita, o ya no había espinita?
No, you know what? You're always going to have that what could have, what should have.
Could have, would have, should have happened.
Like, But the thing is, right now, this day and age, you're only successful in commercial radio if you travel, if you go somewhere else.
Okay.
I'm not ready to pick up and leave everything behind to go see if
A ver si funciona.
a ver si funciona.
Yeah.
Ahorita yo necesito algo seguro, and it's like they no like no quedo
Ya se acabó.
thinking about it, like nah. One of my
Chapter
goals
closed.
one of my goals right now, bro, is I do want to work my voice. I want to work my voice to the fullest. The goals that I have is to immortalize my voice in a movie, in a cartoon, something. Do a voiceover for something in chingon.
Yeah.
Be a recognized
For sure.
voice.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, I'm locally, I could say yes, I'm a recognized voice, and I'm not trying to be egotistical or anything, but like to immortalize that.
we were
like-
just
Bigger platform.
I was trying to say right now that like people that know that I'm fucking cool with you guys and shit, they were like fucking Jesse's big ass voice on the fucking pod. Oh, his big laugh. He's like,
Bro, I'm
like,
so
yeah,
blessed to
that's
work
him.
with something.
That's
I
fucking
just
Jesse.
did. I just did Grupo Secta's intro presentation, and I sent it to Carlos. I'm like, man, you got to hear this. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, and it took me a couple days to come up with everything. But Carlos like, say this, say that. Bro, I did the changes, bro. The guys loved it, bro. And I'm still amazed. I'll show you once
Facts.
we get off the air, bro. I'll show you the intro. But no mames way. I was proud of my work. And something like that, like I want to be able
is
to do
that for
presentation.
a new material that they have coming
Yes.
out? Oh,
Yeah. It's their intro. They were gonna do it this Halloween, but it got postponed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's their introduction to right before they start any show. They can technically put it on anytime they want.
Anytime they want.
It's
So-
their intro way.
Okay.
Yeah.
An intro. Oh, that's
Intro,
badass.
intro, yeah.
So
he
that's,
did the
that's
whole
dope for them.
production for it.
Damn, shout out.
I want to be able to do
Bob.
something like that, or an intro
That's
like
cool.
that for somebody's CD that they're gonna reproduce. I mean, not CD, but like an album.
Albums,
Because
yeah.
now everything's digital. You know, so
And that's the beauty of Jesse too. Jesse and Fry, they take well to not criticism, but to accept maybe a different view. Because I'm not like pushing it. I'm just saying, hey, what if you do this, or what if you do that, or you know what? I know that right now this word is hot. Like this is what they're using. Fucking put it in there somehow. You figure it out. But this is. You know, dice mi compa Gus Freeze, compadre de Fry. I'm just giving it to you. You take it and run with it, man. And I mean and he knows how to fucking. We have great talks. Jesse and I have sat for multiple 3-4 hours. We've gotten emotional. We've gotten. At one point, he would call me his therapist.
yeah, no, bro. There was times that the rough times and of everything that I was going through personally. You know, he's helped me a lot, man. And it's not easy having, you know, as a guy, your ego is like, fuck, you want to be macho.
Yeah,
like, nah, I
yeah.
could take this shit.
No, it's
But
fucking
you
great to
fucking
have
break
someone to
down.
talk to, bro. I mean, o sea, and that goes back to what Carlos was saying earlier about that we had been talking about the podcast for a while, and that's because we talk all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I know it's not just me. Compa talks to
A lot of
tons of
motherfuckers.
people, a lot of friends.
Like close.
He has his people that
My confidants.
that he hits up daily. Hey, what's good? What's going on? And he always hits me up
I'm picking
when he's
brains,
excited
man.
about something. Way Compa hits me up and he's like, "Hey, nigga," boom, and he tells me about it. And
get
it's just
hyped up.
badass. I get
You
hyped
get
up too.
hyped
Like,
up.
oh shit, compa, that's a great fucking that's a great fucking
Jesse
idea.
would always say, I love fucking talking to you.
Yeah, hey,
bro.
well, you want to know my whole, like, when Puro Compa started, the first couple events, I wasn't technically part of Puro Compa. I mean, obviously, these niggas are my boys, but they kind of went off and started this, like,
Shit, without you,
Without
that's
me.
fucked up.
but look, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. Me and Hera came to Carlos' house, and they still weren't at that. You guys, that's when the office was still at your crib.
At my house, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
and they were planning the first couple events. I think we came to pick up some posters or something.
Okay.
And,
Oh,
and Compa says, "Hey, wait, tell me why fucking Ivan reached out to me, Ivan Fernandez, and we're new to the SS, so we don't really know. But he's like, this is the main nigga, you know. This is oh shit, and he offered us Regulo in A-Town, and Hera was kind of just like, we'll see, fucking okay. And I'm like, we left that meeting.
But we hadn't done big events, right?
No. We left that meeting. We didn't end up getting him, but we left that meeting, and I was so fucking excited. Compa, we have to. I'm like, do it. I'm like, and that's when I was kind of, let me be fucking part of this. But that whole, I knew Regulo was another fucking, but no mames, way. He was huge at that time. Right. Regulo's always been good to us. We've had him a few times, but that was fucking. It was huge, and I just, off the excitement of talking to these niggas and kind of just seeing where Carlos, like, I could see the vision these fuckers had. I knew of Aguacate since back in the day, kind of just because I would hear, whatever. They were popular. So I low key, just off the excitement of this niggas talking to this dude, and I'm like, man, these dudes are, they're if you guys are going into promoting, I'm pretty sure that's a good person to go into business with. I'm like, they've got a great track record, blah blah blah, and I don't know. I don't know where exactly I was going with that. I just got a little lost. But
I love it. But were you excited when you got Regulo?
Excited? No, we didn't even end up getting him.
But what's an artist where you could say, damn, I'm fucking working with this guy. We have him right in front of us.
First event? Was it the Legado? Or who was it? But the thing is, Jesse, we got Gerardo Ortiz, Recodo, Legado 7, Jesus Ojeda, because that was when Estilo Italiano, or another one of his fucking songs was hot. No. Hey, like, we got those fucking events within our first couple months of business, and it was just crazy. Like, absolutely went from, we had, I think, these niggas said, like, 3 events at little bars.
You know whose fault was fucking Chabelo, fucking...
Shout out.
Was the plug. He was the original Aurora plug.
Really?
For me. And he fucking hyped me up. And not just him,
Chabelo was good at hyping us up.
That's another thing that would say, hey, bro, let me take a sip of your cup really quick.
Shout out to Chabelo, man.
Yeah.
We did a pod with him. Hopefully we can have it out to him by this time. But Chabelo... Other than we started to build the relationship with the Aurora guys, and Viejones was out there more, and we developed a fucking friendship to the point where I even told these guys, like, hey man, or I told Chabelo, like, we should just throw bailes, because they would do little after parties and they'll get packed.
Damn.
And I would remember with this, that's how Aguacate started. I would throw parties all the time at my house. At Studio 85 all the time, and that's how it started. And then you just word of mouth, instead of at your house, now it's at a fucking club. So I told Chabelo, like, yeah. We did one at Islas Marias, I think.
Yeah.
And then we did another one at this place called Maikesi.
Yeah.
And then we might have done a third one at Islas Marias again.
I think there was 3.
Yeah. And then from there,
Bam,
it wasn't.
C-Club.
Those bailes were not good. They were just average.
Yeah.
It was a learning. It was the first three bands, low risk, minimal risk, enough to maybe lose a little bit, right? A couple $100, whatever. It was an investment of time, and these guys were learning, and I knew that I wanted to go slow. But after the third one, I was like, nah, you know what? We need a big fucking club, man. I know we can fill a fucking C club. I'm like, man, don't tell me that, man, because I'll make a phone call.
Did you make the phone call to them, to Aviva, and to Ivan, and tell him?
I literally asked Ivan to let me work C Club.
Okay, yeah.
And he's like, 50-50 or 100%? Like, no, 100%. Like, we were going to go in there like we went in there at El Rey. El Rey, we went in there, balls in.
Yeah.
100%. We were always buying them. We never went 50-50 ni vergas. And we were always competing with Merendero every fucking Saturday. Right? So we already thought that we knew what we were doing, right? Because we had been doing it. So we decided to go and take our Ahora sí como LeBron dice that, take our talents to Aurora. Y valimos, but you know, Aurora,
fun.
bro, hey, I can't deny that we didn't go out there igual, o sea, nos aventamos con todo. And we're still there, man. We're still at the hills. I mean,
for sure.
pandemic thing.
Pandemic
Crazy
just got
shit.
everybody stopped
But we're still
right
there.
now, but we're still
Check,
there.
We're
keep an
doing
eye on the
outdoor
fucking
events.
hills. You're gonna remember the hills because of the outdoor events. Exactly. Se van a acordar. But yeah, that was you know that goes back to like with Jesse and Aguacate. It's been the 5 years.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's fucking badass. We're doing guac pot. Hopefully we do more shit. There really isn't shit that we can plan for this year.
Right.
Hopefully next year we could do a lot more shit. A ver qué chingado sale.
For sure.
But any last thoughts, my compa Bart? El Bardo?
Nah, man, I don't know. This was fucking dope. This was dope. I'm glad to fucking have Jesse on here with us. And yeah, man, it's been, well, obviously, like you're saying, 5 years with Aguacate. That's about the time that we've been around too, you know?
Yeah.
And so we kind of, I guess our relationship all together grew together while we were out here fucking
That's a good
around.
point.
And Jesse's my guy. Jesse's
Oh,
my
man.
guy. I wanted to fucking talk about the gout story.
The what?
Vertigo.
bro, let's go. Let's
The
go.
vertigo.
We're not
The
done.
vertigo.
We're not done.
I talked about it because obviously our season teaser.
Oh,
we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
it, and I
yeah.
mentioned it. It was
God
it
damn
was
it.
it was crazy. I just said that we wanted to talk about it. What is it? Vertigo, right?
Yeah, it was
vertigo.
That was
okay.
crazy.
I
That was
just
fucking
I mentioned
crazy.
how it was kind of a little crazy. My boy Jesse, I thought he was having an exorcism. We first thought, I think Compa was a little upset. He thought you might have thought he was just lit. I think you thought he just got too fucked up.
He was drinking.
He was drinking.
He was drinking.
Well, Jesse always drinks. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
But
I
I've never
think
been
Compa
to-
was pissed off.
But I mean-
but then it just, this nigga starts throwing up, way, and then he starts stumbling all over the place. And it's like four of us trying to keep him up.
And I know this is only
And he's-
audio,
and
but
and-
just so people know, Jesse's a big guy. Just
If
in
you
case
guys don't know Jesse De La Grande,
So when he was stumbling, we were like, "Holy shit! Go bring a fucking chair."
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
He
yeah.
was going through some shit. Like we could tell he was not.
well, yeah,
there.
was it? Yeah.
I remember though clearly. I know Compa was like kind of upset. He's like, "This motherfucker's all fucked up." But then this dude starts throwing up, and then he just keeps throwing up,
Oh my god!
Wait,
And then he keeps throwing up,
Let me just clear things
and he
up.
just gets worser. Is worser? Is that a
Worser
word?
and worser.
Not worser. Worser.
I remember who was grabbing. Somebody was grabbing him from the waist.
I think it was,
kind of like
Chamelo Josh.
It was kind
I
of like
think
the
it was-
Titanic and Jesse con las manos abiertas.
And it was just like the exorcism
just to clear
movie.
things out. Wait, Carlos, have you seen me really fucked up in to that point where I need to be carried out in this whole time that you've seen me? I know you've seen me fucked
I've
up
seen you fucked up. I've seen you fucked up. I don't know if I've seen you like
to that point.
That was crazy. I remember
So-
clearly. I know Carlos was a
so
little
that-
upset. But then he noticed that, oh shit, this might not be. There's something
Alcohol.
wrong with this nigga.
Yeah.
Because then we went from being right there in that little side hallway. Then we took him out to the back. Then we're like, bring the fucking car
Bring the
around.
car around.
And then to call the fucking ambulance.
He fucking called the ambulance.
I
Oh, that's
wasn't
when we were by
feeling
the
good.
door of his car. And he's just like,
I wasn't feeling good. So that day, I can
Tell us
recall
about that situation.
I had three events. I had
Yeah, he started
Yes, he
early,
was
I
all
started
tired.
real
and it was
early.
hot.
yeah.
So I know
You're
I
in the
had a
sun all
bautizo
day.
in the
Yes.
morning. I had a birthday party in the afternoon, and then we had
Ayalas or what? Patron.
patron.
Yeah, sorry.
So I mean, I was working all day, which was fine. It wasn't my first time, So, but
Fucking rodeo.
I wasn't feeling good once I showed up to Patron. When I was driving there, I kept getting like the white flashes in my eyes.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
remember
man,
you
what
told
the
me that
fuck's
later.
wrong? What the fuck's wrong with me? So like, all right.
I was gonna say that was the ecstasy.
So I was like, damn. So I was drinking hard since the morning. So I'm like, you know what? Let me
Anything
just
was
stop
possible.
drinking.
Anything was possible.
So I get to Patron and I see Compa Leva and I get fucking served a double Hennessy on the rocks, So it's like, fuck it. But then I remember Josh was near me And I told, hey, I'm not feeling good. Me puedes traer agua. Just bring me some water. And right there at that point, bro, I lost it. Like, I lost my vision. I couldn't see. And if you would have seen my eyes, I think I told somebody, do you see my eyes?
Yeah, you told me.
How are my eyes?
Yeah.
And you're, holy shit, it's like a fucking cartoon. Like, your eyes are going.
They were like
Ever?
this.
They're just going.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing
That's
it.
when obviously there's no camera, right? So they're going left to right, and that I kind of freaked out. That's when I fucking freaked out, and I'm like, you know
Okay.
what? This guy's not good. Wait,
Yeah.
he's like, look at my eyes, and I looked at his eyes, and one eye, I can't remember which one, but one of them was
tweaking.
literally just left to right, and I
Cartoon
told him,
status.
what do you see? Do you feel it moving? You're like, no. Like, bro, it's moving.
I lost my
What
vision.
you say?
Bro.
It's like-
You don't feel that?
So I lost
Show
my vision.
yourself.
I lost my vision, but I felt dizzy.
I swear, if I didn't have some agua bendita, show yourself.
Yeah.
What's your name?
That's what I was thinking. Like,
what happened, bro, is like my eyes were moving like that for a whole month.
Wow.
For a whole month.
because we didn't see you after
So
that for a while,
after
right?
that, what ended up happening was I lost my vision. I couldn't see. When I got to the, I remember getting to an ambulance, but I felt so dizzy that's what made me throw up. So when I threw up, fucking, I remember getting to the ambulance, and then the guy's like, we're gonna rip everything off. You're gonna rip off your fucking shirt and your pants. And I said, with my eyes closed, I'm like, hold the fuck up. I'm a fucking fat guy, and it's hard for me to find jeans.
Bro,
Can I just fucking turn on?
that's what I knew. Nah, that's
I think I
guy's
remember
fucking.
that. I think I remember
And I
that because
just
they were
told-
there outside of
Because I'm like, just
Yeah.
let me get naked.
Yeah.
They were about to fucking. They said out loud, "Sir, we're gonna cut your jeans."
And I'm like, these are really good jeans.
yeah.
Like,
He pulled the fucking Undertaker and just fucking sat up. Hey, don't touch my fucking jeans.
yeah, bro. I was like, don't cut them
Wow.
because they're hard to come by. I'm like, I really like these jeans.
They fit perfectly.
So,
they fit
yeah,
my
bro.
curves perfectly.
My curves were perfect.
These hug my waist.
So I get to the ER and I was kind of sad because I needed somebody at that. I was going through some shit at that time, and the person that I wanted to be there wasn't there, and the only one who was there was Carlos. He stood to the fucking
Josh. And Josh.
and Josh.
Josh was there because we
Josh
had
is
to be
down.
at the baile. So Josh like, hey, I'll stay with him. I'll go with him in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Or he took his car. I don't know what it was, but he was with him while the baile finished. I left a little early from the baile, and then I told Josh, hey, go
You got a
drive an
long
hour.
drive home.
Go drive an hour and a half home. I'll stay here. And then I stayed there with him.
So I remember you drove me home, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And I got home and I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything because my eyes were moving left and right. When I got to a doctor like 2 days later, the guy's like, I've only read this shit in textbooks. Like I've never seen it with a person.
Shit.
So they're like, what
In
you
the
have is a
Bible,
severe case
exorcism.
of vertigo, where it's called the vestibular system. So my ear, everybody has like a canica in their ears, and that kind of has your balance. It's like a little como un caracol.
Your canica was off.
Canicas was off, bro.
Unbalanced.
They're off balance. So I was walking with a cane for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have a balance. I remember the first Michelada Fest.
You had your cane.
I had a cane because I told them stand behind me because I'm gonna fall. And I remember I was just holding off by a fucking table doing the fucking mix.
I mean, I saw you atrás de él and shit, like hoping.
That this
Don't
motherfucker
fucking
doesn't fall.
fall, bro.
The Michelada Fest, the one I was at, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was sick there,
That
bro.
day he had a cane. Going up the stairs, he was like,
I was
"Ah,
drunk.
fuck."
I
it
was
was
drunk,
it was
so
tough, but I
that
didn't
was-
want to miss that opportunity. I didn't want to miss that opportunity because it was a big stage. It was a
Yeah.
big festival.
Yeah.
You
I'm
talked
like, I
about
don't want to
that.
miss
You
it.
talked about that on the Guap part the other day. That was badass. I got to go up there and take a little video.
Oh, I love the fucking video,
when
bro. I love the video.
it was complete fucking bow, bow, bow. Like he was going way, and everybody was dancing. Everybody was fucking
it
dancing.
got to a point where
Shout out to Marcus. He always looks
it was
out.
a lot of rehab, bro. It took about a month and a half of rehab, close to 2 months,
to get back.
to get to a point where I could drive, that I could walk by myself.
Yeah.
And it was just rough, man. But it was just people. I was going to rehab 3 times a week just to get good, and it was just working out my eyes. It would put me like in a dark room, and they're like, follow the laser. It was just crazy shit, bro. And they say that happens to older people, but
Pues a huevo, güey, ya tienes tus años.
from that point, I started taking my health a little bit
Yeah.
more serious.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, fuck.
I know you stopped drinking as much, right?
Yeah. I stopped ordering the Henny bottles.
Anything was possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went from 1 bottle to half a bottle.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. But then I switched it up to tequila now.
Yeah, you became a tequila guy. Not that
Yeah.
you became, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know
More.
what?
Before it was
more.
kind of instant Hennessy, and now it's
Hennessy,
just
yeah.
You know
it's been
what?
a tequila thing.
To,
and
to
shit.
be honest, bro, Hennessy got sweet on me. Like I was having it on the rocks.
Hennessy
I was having
fucks
it with
you
water.
up,
Yeah,
wait.
it's
No
sweet.
mames.
But it
That's,
wasn't-
okay, yeah, right. That's what everybody says, right? The sweetness, the sweeter
But
it is, the more
but
it's
it
gonna fuck
wasn't
you up.
like I would drink it. I'll still drink it from now and then cuando se me antoja, but it just started getting too sweet on me.
Yeah.
Like when I started, I had cut out pop. I was drinking a lot more water. I was exercising for a bit. I lost about 60 pounds. And pandemic hit.
Yes.
You start fucking
It hit
eating
all of us,
everything.
Jess. Good thing we don't have visual on this podcast. Porque no mames.
Nah, bro. I saw myself in Banda Real's podcast. I'm like, fuck, no more catfish.
Shit, like, fuck, let me know about them. You guys don't have the tables, man.
I want to hide this barriga, bro. Nah, but yeah, that was seriously one of the biggest scares in my life. Where I
Yeah, you
that
scared
was
her.
one of the times I got really, really sick.
You scared us too. I'm glad we were there we were there with you.
Fuck yeah.
I was happy it didn't happen while I was driving.
And it was
'cause
at,
I was-
at our event, you know, and we were there and we were able to fucking este, pero see, that was like crazy. I just wanted to, that was a big crazy story that, you know, like we were there fucking all for each other that involved you, and I mentioned it. I'm like, I gotta bring that
Yeah,
shit
you
up.
did fucking bring it
that
up on the teaser.
motherfucker almost had the exorcism. I thought he had the exorcism, but I know it was a serious situation, but there
Compa
you go.
Jess, I know that you're a big fucking foodie, the way me and Compa Bart are. So we're gonna throw out some foods just because I want to touch foods with you.
All right.
I know that it depends what kind and shit like that, but the first thing you can think of the best food that we're gonna throw out. So, and I know you're gonna say fucking it depends what kind of taco or whatever, but just fucking whatever comes to your mind, right?
Okay.
The best pizza.
Ooh. Deep dish or thin crust?
See?
Well,
Fuck it, give me both.
yeah.
There's a couple spots,
Huh?
but I got put on this place called Danny's on Archer. It's pretty good. That's for thin crust. Deep dish, Luminati's.
Nice.
Or
I'm not-
Pequod's.
Yeah. I always wanted to try that.
Pequod's.
fucking
We'll go to
place. I
Pequod's.
heard,
Pequod's
I
is
heard
fire.
that's fucking
Pequod's is
good.
fire.
And
That's-
I've seen
that's the
it. They,
best.
they put a lot of pepperoni on theirs, right? Like it's
Pequod's.
that
You know, Pizza Do también.
shit. Stop talking about food,
Yeah.
man. I'm
Pizza.
fucking
There's a
hungry right now.
downtown Pizza Do.
Yeah.
DUE.
Fuck.
It's like a block away from Pizza Uno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Sure
really
will.
good. We're deep dish, but my go-to thin crust is this place in Burbank called Little Frank's.
Little Frank's.
Little Frank's, 79 Narragansett. I asked for extra sauce. I'm a sauce guy,
Nice.
and it can't be sweet sauce.
It cannot be.
It cannot be sweet sauce. I've heard people that they put sugar in their sauce.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Okay. Okay.
Shit.
Name
I
another
guess-
food.
Another food?
Yeah.
Cheese meat fries.
Cheese
we
meat
already
fries.
talked about
No,
that, there, right?
Taqueria Durango. I love you
Hey,
guys.
I love how Jesse he explained that to me after the first, because You went on your own. We told you about it,
You
right?
put him on, technically,
and
right?
he went. This nigga.
Somebody
he
else
went.
put me on.
Actually, that's another story.
I didn't want to say that.
Somebody else put me on it, but
Yes, but yeah. Wow.
Somebody else
I want to
in
say
Aurora.
so much about that, but I'm not going to say anything. That's another story for another day when Jesse comes back to the pod again.
Yes.
But what the fuck was I?
You
gonna
could have
say?
just said you. It was you that put him on.
yeah.
Oh, but you're the one.
But
that
I
said-
put, yeah. But you put me on, Bart. Yeah, yeah. It was later.
and you loved them.
Oh man, it's the
Oh,
Al Pastor.
Yeah, that's
Al
what I was
Pastor
going to
is
say. How,
really
how Jesse described the place. He's like, bro,
Got
I
stuck.
love, I
Sorry,
love,
guys.
I love everything about that place. He's like, the way everything's so messy, the meat's everywhere. He's
grimy.
like,
But
he's
those
like,
are the best
Those are the
spots.
best places. Those are the best places, and that's one of A-Town's like best taco places.
Staples.
Tacos, yeah. O sea, we don't have much. O sea, like out here, the pizza. That's what I was about to say about the pizza. There's so many places, and
There's so many places.
I know some. I just had it the other day right here on Cicero, fucking where my cousin has ordered forever Irene's next to fucking.
No,
I don't even
never
know.
had
Or I
it.
don't know. I mean, they've
Cicero
always
only-
ordered right here. Always ordered from that place.
Yeah.
You know, they
They
live in
order
the same
from
place.
Al's.
But Al's,
Al's.
they used to have. They used to make the big football
Yeah.
pizza. All right, my uncle lived in Berwyn. He would always order that. Whenever we would come
There's
over,
another
he would
place
order
in-
two
in-
fucking.
Berwyn. It's called Michael Anthony's. It's decent.
I think I've had that too. O sea, the pizza from out here is just otro pedo. In A-Town, there's
A lot
a
of
few
people love
places.
Paisan.
There's Garrio's.
Paisans.
Garrio's. Paisans is good. I've had
Yeah.
Paisans.
You've been
They have good wings. They have good wings. They have
Yeah.
good wings.
The Dragon.
Yeah, in A-Town, Garrio's, there's a Ach and Luz that they have good thin crust pizza. It's different from it's actual that thinner. I know out here it's thin crust, but it's still got a little bit like I don't know. There's so many different pizzas. Pizza's a shit. My favorite food. Kills me though on my heartburn.
Let's
Son
see.
of a bitch.
Next.
What's your favorite brand tequila? Because I know you're a tequila guy.
Oh my God! Right now, so the one that is really good right now has to be Jose Cuervo Tradicional, the añejo, the darker ones.
Yeah.
But I just got put on some Corralejo actually when I went to Guanajuato. It has this really good tequila. It's called 99,000 Horas, and it's Corralejo, but it's done 11 years from the start to the end.
Yeah.
It's 99,000 hours to make that tequila.
Okay.
So it's fucking dope. Corralejo es otro pedo, man. I went to the tequila the tour, and they have so many good things, man. But Jose Cuervo Tradicional, that's my tequila right now.
Boom. Are you a breakfast guy? Like if I ask for your pancakes?
Yes, but Sammy's is my place right there. You get ham. You ask for ham on the bone, bro. Best $7 you ever spend on breakfast.
Sammy's otro pedo, man.
Yeah,
Did I
Sammy.
put you on Sammy's?
No,
Or did you
I
see
think
it?
we
Did
both
see-
knew
yeah,
mutually.
fu-
We both knew
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We seen it on some page or some shit.
yeah. That
But yeah, Sammy's is fire.
Sammy's, or Sunday mornings, Don Pedro Carnitas.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You are a big carnitas guy.
I'm a big carnitas guy.
And la pancita de Baldo guy.
Oh fuck, bro.
Don't
You know, I
even
was
get
thinking
me-
about it.
Don't
I
even
was
get me
like-
started because
Shout out to Baldo,
one
man.
year ago.
shout out Valdo, and we always haggle him about it, and he's always like, over the summer, he's like, no mames, me hace pinche calorón que se hace. Hey, it's fucking cool now, Valdo. It's cool. So whenever
told-
you're ready,
I always
You're
told
ready.
Waldo,
we're ready.
I'm fucking man. Yo pongo todo. We'll just fucking sell this
Hey,
food. We pop up somewhere.
I brought my boys out right here to Haciendita the other day.
Yeah.
Yes.
And had the pancita there. And they have great pancita. Pero no le llega, la
le llega
neta.
a Valdo's.
A Valdo's. La neta que no. The way Valdo makes it, how he throws the fucking tortilla on
gonna ask-
Alexa
I'm gonna
cook
ask to see if he can,
while the
let me
taco
smoke
and
her.
then flips it over and it has a crunchy side on the top and the rest
Otro
is
pedo.
otro
And then
pedo.
the pickled
The
onion.
pickled onion.
I couldn't do it.
I know you couldn't do it.
I
It's like
couldn't do it.
candy, man.
Oh
It's
my
like
god, I love
pickled purple onion.
purple. It has to be the purple one, obviously.
It's
Yeah,
like, it's like candy on that fucking taco.
Wow.
And the salsa. He just likes doing it. Hopefully soon we can fucking do it.
I'm gonna put you on a taco spot that I just found out. It's called Los Berrinches.
Okay.
It's in Pilsen. Oh my god, bro! They have this barbacoa tacos, and everything's handmade, but their barbacoa tastes like birria from Ponce.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh
god!
shit! So that spot's hitting home for you.
Yeah, it hit home. They got a lot of tacos. They're very good. We got to go there.
Los
sometime.
berrinches.
Shit.
But for tacos, there's just so many. For for tacos, I go different places cuando quiero algo diferente, like tacos al pastor or is a totonilco.
A Totonilco.
If I want the asada or the chicharrón,
I
Shout out to
hate.
Sky Niños.
shout out.
I don't hate. I'm not gonna say that. That's such a strong word.
Yeah, it's a strong word.
I don't. The al pastor from Atotonilco doesn't do it for me.
No, does it?
But the Atotonilco taco, the asada with crema, that's
the
a
Atotonilco
hit.
taco, yeah.
That is such a hit for me, bro. I fucking
It's a
love
crema,
that.
bro. It's a crema.
Yeah, yeah.
I go for tacos a mí me gustan tacos guisado de chicharrón.
Okay.
And I have to go to La Internacional, right there on 46th and Ashton, the little store.
Okay.
You got to go all the way in the back.
Yeah.
They're affiliated with Paco's Tacos,
Oh shit.
but it's a grocery store. And you go all the way,
the back?
you go to the soap aisle and está el Ariel. And that's where the line starts, bro.
El
'Cause in the back,
jabonzote.
está el taquero en chinga.
Damn.
Wow,
Those are the good ones, man.
Those are the good ones,
Yeah.
también. I got to put you on, Bart.
man.
You a sandwich
yeah.
guy?
Yes. I'm a huge sandwich.
What do you like?
Fontano subs.
I've had Fontanos. Good sandwich.
It's-
I fucking
There's
wish.
another place
There's
There's
called.
so
bread,
many
man.
fucking
Yeah.
places to eat out here, bro.
There's
I
another
wish I lived
place
in
on-
Chicago for that reason.
There's another place
Then
on
again, I'd
Taylor.
probably be like 300
Yeah.
pounds.
Another place on Taylor called Conti de Savoia.
Okay.
Really good. Really good. Yeah, those are. And then in Bridgeport, there's some place called Soluri's.
Okay.
Those are my go-to places.
Yeah.
I'm writing all these.
Check out
You
this
gotta have a fucking pickle with it though.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
sliced pickle with it. Oh, it's fucking delicious.
You got to check out this place called Alpine Sandwich or Alpine Deli.
Where's that?
It's
at?
on North Avenue over there by like Harlem. If you're going down Harlem, you go west on North. It's a little
Okay.
deli. They
By
sell
Johnny's?
hams and shit.
By
A little
Johnny's
bit by
Beef?
Johnny's. A little bit. I want to say a little bit after Johnny's. Keep going west. It looks like a little. It's a deli. It's a store.
Mm-hmm.
You go in there, you can buy your ham and shit like that, but then you order your sandwich. Alpines, check it out.
I got it.
That's really fucking good for a sandwich. I'm a big sandwich guy, man.
Go a little bit more west, like northwest, and you have my favorite hot dog place, which is Gene and Jude's.
Gene and Jude's.
I gotta have.
Are you a Gene and
Have
Jude's
you
guy,
had
compa?
Gene and Jude hot
Never
dogs?
had it.
Oh my god,
Is it open? Let's fucking go right now.
bro.
Wow.
Bro, you need to go. Are you a hot dog
Hot
guy?
dog, yeah, yeah,
Oh, you're
yeah.
gonna
Oh,
fucking
you're gonna love it.
I think you're gonna love
Dogs, Polish. I like.
it. You can't
all
ask
that
for
shit.
ketchup though.
Don't ask
No,
for
no,
ketchup.
Yeah.
no.
Porque te rayan la madre.
Así como viene, like the way they make it. Not, I don't
Okay.
ask for you
They-
know.
No,
They
no.
give it
it's
to you with
'cause
fries,
they,
bro.
They don't have hot dog. They don't have ketchup in the place.
Yeah, I know. That's
And
what I'm
they
saying.
fucking-
That's what I'm saying. O sea,
Mustard.
you order.
Man, bro,
if
you know where I wanna-
if someone recommends you to a place, you don't go and
Switch
act
it up on
picky
them?
about. Oh, you know, you want to get the full.
You know where we got to take them to the Wiener Circle.
The Wiener Circle.
I've never been.
They can talk shit to you there.
Oh, is that place?
That's
They
that
talk
place.
shit?
As for a chocolate shake, they charge $20 for chocolate shake.
no shit. That's funny.
Have you done the Maxwell's at East over here or no?
Maxwell's? Yeah, I've had
Okay.
Maxwell's.
That's a must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a must.
That other place. There's another hot dog place.
Maxwell's is for
There's
me.
another fucking place. Another
Where?
that you go late night. I don't fucking know where. I'm not good with like that. I've gone there
Out
fucked
here?
up. Yeah, in the city.
Other than Jackie's down.
Nah, I don't
I
know.
don't know. A hot dog place was Maxwell's is probably
Maxwell's probably the only
the
one.
most popular one. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not like I'm out there
maybe
too
I'm
much.
maybe I'm wrong. I was fucked up. I remember going somewhere that wasn't a Maxwell's, and I think my cousins talk about it. I don't know. I can't think of the name.
Oh, it's probably
That's what I was
Scatchels.
fucking saying.
Scatchels from
That
Cicero.
fucking place. That fucking place.
Cermak, by Cicero,
Yeah,
right?
yep. That fucking place.
Scatchels.
All fucked up. Hold on. It was. I guess it was a bit. I guess it was a bit ago. But yeah, we went there. Sketchers.
Keep them
That's the
coming,
fucking
man.
place.
Keep them coming. Let's see.
Well, you. I guess I don't know but I'm just gonna say this because again, I'm suburbs and fucking I rarely get to eat all the different shit you guys are talking about. But the fucking breadstick sandwich from Rubicones or whatever the fuck it's
Where?
called.
Say it again, go back.
Rubicones. I don't fucking know what it's called.
What's it called?
I don't fucking know. You tell me what it's called. Rico Benny's or
There you go.
Rico Benny's.
What is it
I'm
called?
high,
What is it called?
nigga.
I don't know. I can't even fucking repeat it.
Yeah. I'm from the burbs,
Not
dog.
the
What you want me to
breadstick
do?
sandwich.
See,
breaded steak.
breaded steak
I heard
sandwich.
breadstick sandwich. I'm
Like,
Bread
what do you mean?
stick.
Olive Garden? Are you trying to say Olive Garden?
My bad.
Breaded steak sandwich.
What do you feel? How do you feel about that?
Fucking Shit.
It's the shit, right?
You
I
get-
love that
you
You
shit.
get mozzarella.
You tried it already?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Fuck
okay.
yeah. I've tried
I
it
got
tons of times.
mozzarella and sweet peppers on it. On top of
I
it.
don't do peppers on any of my sandwiches. I'm just not. Yeah.
You're not a hot guy, like a
No,
spicy guy?
No. Like
I'm iffy
Italian beefs,
sometimes.
I just
Sometimes.
need mozzarella. That's it. Mozzarella cheese.
No,
on
I have to
Italian
have
beef.
sweet peppers.
There's a great taco place down the street from Ricky Benny's. It's called Carbon Fire Grill.
badass place.
Oh my God. That fucking place. Whoever's listening, Chicago, go to Carbon too. man.
26th Street.
I mean, there's a lot of them. We're going to be shouting them out, right?
Carbon.
But Carbon. If you're at Rico Benny's, go get yourself fucking taco from there too. You're already there.
Yeah.
Rico
Yeah?
Benny's.
Let's see. What else, Bart? What
I
else
don't
you like
know.
eating?
I love everything. I don't discriminate on any food. What's your
Chinese
favorite?
food?
What's your favorite?
Chinese food. Depends on what I'm getting.
See, it's because you guys are
But
talking about all these places I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Chinese
just
Take
gonna
me
put
to all
people-
these fucking
there's only
places,
one Chinese
Jesse.
food.
Put people on.
When I get like chow mein, like the noodles and stuff, I gotta go to one place. But if I want like that little lunch dinner where they throw the egg roll, everything, fucking rice for days and orange chicken, this place right here down by Curie called China Ho.
China Ho.
China Ho.
Can
China
we go?
Ho.
I feel like you can order other stuff there at the China
sounds
Ho.
like it.
Other things. But that's my go-to place, China Ho.
China Ho.
China Ho.
Shout out China Ho.
And chow mein? You said one place?
Yeah, it's called 7 Stars on 47th and Kedzie.
Okay.
It's a little
Okay.
I remember
plaza.
I went to what was that place? How was that? The pizza place. That was on 47th, no? Like Hyde Park,
Oh, wait.
Fiesta, or what is it called? Something.
Fiesta Margarita, Fiesta something. Yeah.
The pizza place, and Jesse was like, "Oh, you're at that fucking place." They had some great pizza there. I
Yeah,
remember
it was
that.
all right. It was
Shit,
doable.
sorry.
great for Bart.
You told me it was fucking great. I thought it was good.
It's all right.
I'm from the burbs, nigga. We got Papa John's and shit. You guys seen all those fucking
Got Domino's,
that
Papa
meme,
John's,
that
Taco
memes
Bell,
that they've been doing about.
and then the Comales.
Yeah, you do have one.
Yeah, Comal is not my shit at all. I don't fuck with it.
Shout out to Comales.
Shout out.
Shout him out though.
What else? Let's see. What else? Give it to me.
I don't. Now I feel like I was talking shit about Comales. They got a good torta.
At 3 a.m. That's hilarious.
Burrito? You're a good fucking burrito? You got a burrito place?
Burrito place. Burrito. I've had a good burrito. The good burrito I've had is probably Martinez Supermarket in Bridgeport.
Oh, shit.
They got this $30 burrito
No mames.
called the Big Baby.
Did you have you had
Have
it?
you
Hell
had it?
no, bro. Hell no. But
Come on, you can put down a
it's
little.
like I think
a
I could
little
fucking
baby.
kill it, but $30. I'm
That
good.
motherfucker must be huge, though.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
burritos. I could go for burritos sometimes.
Yeah. I fucking put me on a fucking burrito spot. I'll go check it out. I'm good with that. I'm going to go a little bit with your fucking music selection. What are you listening to right now?
Oh man,
Oh shit!
shit.
Hijo de Elvis.
I'm really good right now. I'm all across the board right now. I'm
Yeah.
listening a little bit of hip hop. I'm listening to a lot of
Corridos
reggaeton, but like
tumbados.
that song, like I want to call it reggaeton light, like that romantic reggaeton that's coming through.
Yeah.
Some Maluma, some Sech. I got put on by some guy called Anderson Paak. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
I'm liking his style right now. It's like little hip hop, kind of funk hip hop. Oh, it's fucking badass. What else am I
check it out.
listening to? A lot of cumbia. I'm listening to a lot of cumbia right now.
Something in particular that you still have to fucking check off on your list that you want to accomplish.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff that I want to accomplish, man. Like in life or
No, with your well, yeah, in life, and I mean, I know that you're going through the next stage of life. You know, the father. You know, it's not Studio 63 Jess anymore. There's a couple gray hairs in the fucking beard.
A
couple.
couple.
I mean, I know it's the question.
I stopped using the Just for Men 3 years ago.
I'm getting a mature Jesse answer right now.
Man, I just what goals I have right now is just have this longevity. I know there's a talent in me that like we talked about. You're open minded and you go with the trends, and I feel like I'm that guy that can adapt to whatever comes. Like we've adapted so lately. I don't know how we've done it. But this pandemic, we've adapted, and I feel like that's a good trait of mine that I'm still gonna adapt, and I'll know when the time is done to put up the gloves and say that's it, I'm done. But it's not anytime soon right now. As long as I can hear and I can talk, and my voice is still strong, I think we're still gonna keep on going.
I think Jesse's still in his good years,
Of
man.
course,
What the
of
fuck?
course.
Jesse's still.
He's in his
good
prime
years.
right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
because it's just it's just life after radio when radio is becoming less existent.
It's becoming obsolete.
Yeah.
I feel like it's becoming obsolete to a point where it's like they can't fight with the digital age. They can't fight with the on demand.
Yeah.
They can't fight with the I need it now, which is kind of ironic that a lot of people are liking podcasts right now, because that was one of the big things that people hated back in the day when I was in
the
radio.
talking.
Yeah.
Es que hablan mucho.
They wanted more music.
Es que hablan mucho. Ahora repiten las canciones muy seguidos. I'm going to turn it off. And
listen
now I love this podcast. How can you
Yes.
fucking hear these guys talking for 2 hours,
Yeah.
3 hours?
I think sometimes people kind of just need this quote unquote almost like a therapy, even though it's not even they're not part of per se your life, but they're
Right.
hearing, and then they everyone can easily compare it, like something they went through, and it's just some fucking
yeah,
good
so-
listening
Yeah, bro.
therapy.
Yeah,
and
you
damn,
channel
I remember
through
when
it.
I felt
They
like
can-
that.
They can
Correct.
relate.
Talking,
Yeah.
bro. Talking, communication, just hearing, listening. It's part of you, part of life. Where you need to do it. You need
Yeah.
to do it to learn from other people's situations. Shit, yeah, like you're saying, shit they've been through.
Right.
It's different times. I don't know how your stance is right now with the whole with the awakening. That's kind of what they're calling it. Like this is the generation that's woke.
Woke.
The woke generation.
Is that how you feel about them? Is that, or do you see it like también dicen que es la generación de cristal? This is very fragile.
Yeah, I
very social
to
media,
a certain degree, I
obviously.
do see it like that.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, but I can relate. Like I said, I'm open minded. I kind of know where they're coming from, but a veces digo, nah, ya se están pasando. Like, come on,
Right.
just chill.
I remember you put up a post that I wanted to talk about the Latinx, and I even called you. And like when I don't want to say like it's me, right? But I know that when I called Jesse during the day, he probably like shit, here comes fucking Carlos, because he put up a good post on his Facebook page about
Yes,
the Latinx. You remember that? I don't remember that. And he got a good amount of response and comments.
It was like 700 comments or
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a lot.
Shit.
Like it blew up. It blew up because what I said on the post was I don't agree with the term Latinx.
And what is it? What is
The
that?
Latinx meaning there's people that identify themselves. They don't identify themselves as a male or a female. They identify themselves as a non-binary. So that's why they got to use the word X, Latin X. So they're not Latino or Latina. They're Latin X. So, but the media everywhere just started using Latinx.
Yeah, I've been seeing it a lot.
And it's like, no, my man, it's like, I didn't agree to that word. Like, I didn't get the memo. I didn't vote on it. Why the fuck am I being, why am I being told that I'm Latinx or Latinx? And I'm like, no, I'm a Latino. Like, I identify myself as a male. I'm a Latino. And it just blew up. And it just like, a lot of people have too much time on their hands.
That's one way you can look at it.
And it kind of sucks, it goes back to like, I always said like, why do the gay, lesbian, the LGBTQ, that community, why do they get used to use the rainbow? Like I didn't get the memo to that they were just going to take over the rainbow and identify themselves, but to everybody their respect, I respect everybody like that, I respect their views. It's my opinion, nobody else's. But I hate that I have to give that disclaimer. That nobody that I'm associated with, they don't think like that.
Correct.
It's my opinion. And if it bothers you, then why is there free speech? I just feel like in a sense where the Cristal movement, where it's like you say something. And everybody gets riled up. Everybody, no, well, let's start boycotting them and let's start boycotting this. Like they started boycotting Goya. All right, come on. Yes, I'm offended that they're with Trump, but they make some good ass fucking sofrito. They make some good ass sazon. Like, holy shit. I mean, come on. And I think I don't know if I had
how
this
many of those
conversation
people that were, según quote unquote, boycotting, you think are still following their.
Yeah, they already went to go get a little bottle of Goya.
Yeah, they missed it. Their food wasn't tasting the same.
No, of course.
I've
No,
been using
mame.
it for the last 40 years.
But I think I don't know if I had
I
this
think people
conversation
just
with
join
you,
the fucking hype.
but I said I'm going to boycott Fox. I'm going to boycott Fox. Then somebody told me, well, you're going to have to boycott all their sponsors. Then it's going to go down to, to your cell phone company. The cell phone company you have, you're going to have to boycott them because they sponsor.
Yeah.
And then now you got to go with the clothes that you wear, with the place, like everything that revolves around. It's so much. You can't just boycott them.
Me and Bart boycotted Louis Vuitton. We're like, no more.
wearing that shit no more.
Fuck that shit, Louis. You just lost two fucking faithfuls right here.
Faithful.
You went to Gucci?
They've never brought.
You just lost two fucking keychain fucking buyers. Ni pa eso, hijo de la
Keychains are still like
shit.
fucking $300 fucking dollars for a keychain and shit.
God
Yo no sé
damn.
de esas cosas.
How do you
que-
feel
porque
about
nunca
that?
tienen en mi talla.
People who well obviously not too much, but how do you feel about that? That people that need to feel like they wear designer clothes to feel cool,
To validate?
to validate themselves, exactly. Like
I think that's part of
I see,
society
yeah,
too. Kind
yeah,
of thing,
like the Burberry shirt. Like you see people that
I feel-
nigga, you wear that Burberry shirt
Happy
like
birthday.
every weekend.
Happy birthday.
Like, I don't think unless that's your. I mean, I guess whatever. If you want to treat yourself here and there,
they
get yourself.
call it the sheep, you know?
Pero-
They call it the sheep, like the followers. But, I mean,
You know what? But at the same time, bro, I'm
It's
gonna
not-
be that
it's-
guy that also says, you know what? we talked about it earlier, right? Not everyone knows how to deal with some sort of popularity, or not even popularity, just success in general, where if it gets to your head, and if it's in your wallet, and you start doing certain things, and you can afford things that you couldn't before, well, you're gonna rock the fucking Jordans, right? And you're gonna rock the Gucci fucking watch or whatever, and yeah, it comes off bad, I think, but I think at the same time that at that moment you don't realize it to a certain point because you're having some sort of success in order to be able to have this. So you feel good about yourself, I think, even though you don't realize that you can come off as what we're describing now. Was that like
arrogant?
What do we think about them? Well, to a certain point, I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying, when you are used to not having much and you come across having more than you've ever even had, it's fucking, it's not hard to go into Aldo and walk out with a couple
Right.
boxes, couple
Well,
of
it's just
pairs.
funny
Like
because
that.
I've said to myself, I'm never gonna pay $300 to put shit on my feet, and then the following week I'm buying fucking botas. $300.
There you go. Fucking botas
Yes.
too. Are you even a big bota guy?
When my
¿Cuántas
calves
veces,
used to
cuántas,
fit it.
cuántas veces se las puso,
I
güey?
used to rock boots
Yeah.
for a minute. Yeah.
You
Then they were
know,
a
as much
bitch to
as
take
much as I
off.
want to get on there, I mean, I've worn boots a lot, but
That's huge, like a huge just being able to get them off. Like I remember all my life taking off my
Goddamn.
dad's boots and
Yeah.
shit. Quítame las botas. And I mean, I got to the point where I wore a couple pairs of boots that I don't know why you fucking wear them if they're tight and they're hard to get off, but
yeah.
I went through that shit too. Right now, the last pair of boots I bought myself are more of the what's in right now, the ranchero looking, like just square, not leather,
The square toes?
not a yeah.
I love those, man.
And they're so badass. I kick them on and off like nothing.
hey, you think they make my size, bro?
They can probably. When you were in
Special
Guanajuato, you should have checked, bro.
I should
That's
have checked.
that's where they make the fucking boots.
If you go in
They're doing
Mexico
Uriangato,
and
I
you go
think.
somewhere and tell them, hey, I need something.
Don't make them.
Yeah.
Don't make the motherfuckers.
Get some huaraches out there, but I
Yeah.
couldn't find anybody.
Oh man, my fucking brother brought me some huaraches back the last time he was out there. They were the shit.
Bro, well, I don't want to cut it short, but I do want to say that we're very fucking happy that you agreed to come on to Con Puros Compas podcast.
Hell yeah.
We did talk about always having you. My compa Bart, like he said way earlier, 3 hours ago, he had an
shit.
accident. He broke his elbow. We took a chill pill for about 2-3 months. We were talking about it in the mid-season recap for el Guac Pod, y todavía nos tardamos todo eso. And we're excited because I want people to know more about you, of course. You're part of our family. We're fucking happy to, for you to be part of our family. You're one of the guys that I can truly say shit takes time. 5 years later, we're able to, the gigs that we have, and we've talked about this, it's not just your ordinary gigs all the time. It's
Right.
very nice, high-end gigs and shit, and it's for a
He
reason.
just came back from Guanajuato.
Yeah. It's for a reason. and
Upscale stuff, which
and
is
it,
good.
and it's years of,
Deserves it, man. He
it's a
deserves
time that's put in, and we're glad that we're part of it. And thank you for
sure.
coming on.
Super blessed
yeah.
that I was here with you guys, man. We could go on for hours.
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We could go definitely.
Has it
on
been 3
more
hours?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it's
shit.
super blessed that I'm here. Thanks for the invitation, and
Fuck yeah.
look forward to hearing more episodes of you guys.
Bro,
man.
we're gonna have you on another
Yeah.
time.
You're
This
gonna
is not
come
like a
back
one-time
another
thing.
time, yeah.
Like you're gonna come on and we're gonna talk about more shit because I know that today we
Yeah,
focused
we
a lot on
focused on
you.
you,
But
and,
that was the point. And next time we're gonna talk about other
everything.
shit, a little bit of
Oh,
everything
man, love
else
it. I
that we
love
haven't
it.
hit on.
We're-
So thank you very much, mi compa Bardo.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
Hell yeah. Hey, nos vemos para la otra. Ya se la saben, sáquela para que apesta, se apresta el día.
Yes, sir.
Ding dong, ding dong, dong,